defense. The offense, boy, it looked dire right at halftime when Rush lost that fumble and the Panthers hit a 83-yard, 73-yard play for a touchdown. Rush just lost another fumble.
That was a center exchange there.
Yeah, this time he got on it and recovered the fumble. But the defense bailed him out. Defense bailed him out at the end of the first quarter, bailed him out again in the third quarter. Then the offense picked it up, and it has gone well other than that. So now it's 3rd and 3 with 1:35. The Panthers are out of timeouts.
Yeah, Carolina at one point they had 7 possessions and made 2 first downs. Now one of those first downs was an 83-yard touchdown, but they had 2 first downs in 7 possessions.
Here's a handoff to Elliott. He starts left, comes right, comes back left, got to the 40. I think he got a first down. I think Ezekiel Elliott just ended the game. What a run by Ezekiel Elliott to save the first down. And this patchwork Cowboys offensive line.
Man.
Receptions for touchdowns today by Tolbert and Brooks. Brooks hadn't been active for the last 3 games.
Cowboys are going to take a knee here, and while they do that, I'm going to give you a little number.
Okay.
23 different Cowboys have played 150 or more defensive snaps this season.
Wow, that's a lot.
That leads the NFL. I'm going to give you another one. 20 different Cowboys have played 200 or more. Leads the NFL. So if you think they've had a lot of injuries, you're exactly right. It's been a lot of shuffling for Mike McCarthy and this football team.
Now Rush went to the victory formation, took a knee. Turpin did his little backflip, and that's it. Last 20 seconds going to run off the clock. The Cowboys are going to be 6-8 after beating the Panthers today 30-14. This is just me.
In Financial Field, where today Mike Tomlin's Steelers will look to snap a 10-game losing streak to the Eagles in Philadelphia. I'm Rob King. I'm joined by Craig Wolfley, Max Starks, and Missy Matthews. You are listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. Countdown to Kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars, official pizza of your Pittsburgh Steelers. Order online during the Pizza Pregame and get it delivered or pick up in-store from the Pizza Portal Pickup. Pizza. Wolf, the Eagles have won 9 in a row overall this season, thanks to their outstanding offensive line, opening holes for maybe the MVP frontrunner, the leading rusher in the NFL, and that is Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah. Look, in the world of large prairie mammals, Kinger, size is king, right? And in the world of offensive linemen, it's no different. When you get a gander at the ginormous Eagles offensive line, we are talking basically Jurassic Park in pads. Each guy averages somewhere in the 6'6" to 6'7" range, and if you toss out that shrimp of a center, that is Cam Jurgens, who checks in at a mere 6'3", 303 pounds. Well, this line of beef eaters rocks the scale at somewhere north of 340 pounds apiece. Yes, you got a running back who can pull off a triple Lindy reverse split jump over an opponent while doing it backwards in Saquon Barkley, right? And a quarterback whose tush has been pushed for 13 TDs while leading an offense that has more rushing yards than passing yards. Now, let me say that again. The Eagles have more rushing yards than passing yards. Gadzooks so prolific has the running game been for the boys from Philly that Hurts averages throwing just seven passes in the second half of the last 9 games. If the Steelers allow the Eagles to get a lead, tonight's trench battles may feel more like the infamous running of the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain than an NFL game. Buckle up, boys. It's a 2-chin-strap game.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, by the way, has to be contained along with Barkley, a career-high 10 yards per scramble. 56% of his scrambles have gone for first downs. Today's Game Day Weather Report is brought to you by Pepsi. Hey, Steelers Nation, Steelers Game Day is here. Grab a refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar now. Steelers watching better with Pepsi. Well, if the Steelers are going to win this game, they might want to play keep away, run the football. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, and their coach, Eddie Faulkner. Missy Matthews, he got himself a little bit of an early Christmas present from head coach Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, he sure did, and it proves why football is family and why a lot of people are very into Coach Tomlin thanks to a lot of the cameras and stuff they have seen on Hard Knocks. Eddie Faulkner's son was playing for Slippery Rock University in the national semifinal game. It was yesterday in Michigan. Coach Tomlin bought him the ticket and said, "You have to go did not travel with the team here to Philly. Eddie got to go watch his son play in what is his last college game. Unfortunately, Slippery Rock didn't get the win. He flew here to Philadelphia today, and I can tell you that Najee Harris, Pat Fryermuth, all of the guys that play on that offense pumped that he had a chance to do that, and he posted. It was all thanks to Coach Tomlin and the little things that he does for his players and coaches every day. Rob, upstairs to you.
Missy, that's a great story. Thank you very much. And obviously, the Steelers, the family, Mike Tomlin, the Rooneys, it all starts there. You love that camaraderie amongst the coaching staff. But I'll also tell you this, Wolf, they want to play keep away in this game. They want to be able to run the football and keep that Eagles defense on the sideline. However, they are going against the Steelers, the top-ranked defense in all the NFL in Philadelphia.
They are. This is where you've got to elevate your level of play to be able to offset what's going on the other side. You got a terrific defense. You got a couple of juggernauts in there, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. Well, you've got to be able to man up, take over, and be able to impose your will on them. It's a matter of attitude and effort. Can you match their effort? Can you match their attitude? And this is what it's all about. That's why this game is so big, so exciting, and so much fun today.
And we mentioned the weather forecast, 39 degrees. It's a beautiful night for football. Cloudy skies, a little bit of a wind, maybe 6 miles an hour or thereabouts. Shouldn't be a factor. Not expecting rain until this evening. So again, these two juggernauts, the 10-3 Steelers at the 11-2 Eagles, getting ready to play at Lincoln Financial Field. This is Rob King. That concludes today's pregame show. Kickoff is next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Randy Baumann Mornings and Steelers football. This is 102.5 WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Kick off the new year on America's favorite beaches at the Tradewinds Resort on St. Pete Beach. Join host Rob King along with Black and Gold legends Ernie Mills and Darren Perry in St. Pete, Clearwater, Florida, January 31st through February 3rd. The weekend includes Black and Gold themed get-togethers on the beach, autograph sessions, giveaways, and more. For more information on booking your package at the Tradewinds Resort on St. Pete Beach, visit byweekatthebeach.com. Kick off the new year on America's favorite beaches at the Tradewinds Resort. Visit byweekatthebeach.com.
In Steeltown, Pittsburgh football means everything. And at Century 3 Kia, our name means a great deal. Shop our all-pro lineup featuring Kia Telluride, Sorrento, Sportage, and Seltos. Make your key play at century3kia.com.
Meet Steelers tight end Pat Fryermuth every Tuesday night at the Giant Eagle Market District in Robinson. Chalk Talk is the only live radio show in the city featuring a current Steelers player and takes place on Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m., airing on 102.5 DVE. Not only can you meet Pat, but you can register to win a pair of Steelers tickets each and every week. Winner must be present. Chalk Talk with Pat Fryermuth is Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Giant Eagle Market District in Robinson.
For more than 65 years, Schneider Downs has provided a full spectrum of business consulting solutions to the Western Pennsylvania region. Tax and accounting, digital solutions and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com.
Join Doing It Right Roofing, Siding, and Remodeling as we celebrate 40 years in business. With over 700 qualified 5-star online reviews and 4 convenient locations in Pittsburgh, there's a reason why Doing It Right is a Platinum certified contractor. We are the home of the lifetime workmanship warranty because your roof investment should last a lifetime. With 4 locations throughout Pittsburgh, call 724-NEW-ROOF or visit roofingcontractorpittsburgh.com. That's roofingcontractorpittsburgh.com.
Want it done right, call Doing It Right.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey, it's Michelle Michaels. Every weekday at noon, the DVE workforce builds the menu on the All-Request Electric Lunch at noon, right here on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2024. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Bet Rivers Online Casino and Sportsbook. It's a whole new game. By S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By South Hills Jeep, celebrating 50 years in the South Hills. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. get the financial answers you need. By Doing It Right Roofing, Siding, and Remodeling. Home of the Lifetime Workmanship Warranty by Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at the Steelers Pro Shop at shop.steelers.com. By UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
This legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of the National Football League or the Pittsburgh Steelers is prohibited.
The 10-3 Steelers visiting the 11-2 Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field, getting set for the coin toss coming up in just a moment. What's at stake today? Well, the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth with a win and move a big step toward an AFC North Division title as well. The Ravens defeating the Giants earlier. The Steelers had a 2-game lead in the division before that game, down to a 1.5. Now, they can also clinch a playoff spot with a Texas win over the Dolphins. That has happened. And a Colts loss at the Broncos. And that game is underway, as we are as well. The officials have gathered the players together. Alan Eck is the head referee. The two teams are shaking hands and hugging each other right around the Eagles logo at the midfield mark here at Lincoln Financial Field. Let's hear now from referee
Gentlemen,
Alan Eck.
since Pittsburgh's a visiting team, they will call the toss. This side is heads. This side is tails. What's your choice? Heads has been called. Tails, Philadelphia's won the toss. You want the ball, correct? Which way you want to kick? Philadelphia won the toss, deferred their choice in the second half. Pittsburgh will receive the opening possession. Good luck, gentlemen.
So an opportunity for the offense to set the tone as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max.
All right, fellas. Well, this is it. This is the Whippio versus the Epio, as I've named it. I know it's districts and all that other stuff, but this is what a lot of teams that win. You've seen two teams, tops of their divisions, tops of their game right now. And like you said, the Steelers are banged up a little bit, going without some key pieces. But the biggest thing is going to be stopping Saquon Barkley on the defensive side, but turning our attentions offensively. Getting started fast is going to be the key. How Russell goes early with his receiver distribution, how Najee and Jalen and Cordero run, so shall this team go. And I honestly think this is the game that's going to come down to the last possession, but it's going to be about slowing the Philly offense by having a really good, consistent offense of our own and trying to wear down those guys defensively, those big guys. I saw the intros earlier. You guys saw it as well. Those are some large guys. They run a 3-4 type structure here. So being able to take advantage of that run game, because we practice against it every day in practice for the Steelers, I think should be something that should help us in this contest, guys. Back to you.
This is The Drive with Dale Lally and Matt Williamson on your 24/7 home of the black and gold. SNR, Steelers Nation Radio.
very good player, as is Nakobe Dean. Shotgun formation for Russell Wilson. He brings Austin in motion to the left. He gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, has some time. Going to loft deep downfield, and it is overthrown. Van Jefferson was the intended target. 3 Eagles around him defensively. The closest was the 6-time Pro Bowler Darius Slay, and the Steelers will be forced to punt it away.
Well, you got a skinny flag route really going as Van Jefferson bends it in, but you've got there was triple coverage there with a host of Eagles back there, notably Darius Slay. Not a chance to get it.
Cooper DeJean back deep to receive. He is standing at the 16-yard line as Waitman gets the snap. Left-footed boot. It is a short, wobbling kick that's going to land at the 25, take an Eagles bounce, and Ben Skoranek will down it at the 29-yard line after a 36-yard punt that took a backwards kick, and so the Eagles will have the ball with pretty good field position at their own 29-yard line.
No doubt about it. This is going to be a game where it's going to really be about winning on first and second and effort to make sure that you're not giving up 4, 5, 6 yards. The 6.1 yards average per carry that Saquon Barkley averages.
So they mark the ball at the 30-yard line, left hash, which is where Jalen Hurts will come out in the shotgun. He is empty to the set. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, including Saquon Barkley, who's split out wide. Now Hurts will remain empty as he gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, has some time. Going to loft over the middle of the field. Has Calcaterra, his tight end, into Steelers territory down at the 48-yard line on that one. So a pickup of 22 yards for the Eagles.
Well, you've got a Landon Robertson coverage right down the seam, carrying him up the seam. And it was a nice throw just over the top. And a good pickup. Man, that was in between 2 guys. Grant Calcaterra that's a nice job of catching that ball.
Shotgun formation, Saquon Barkley to the left of Jalen Hurts with the ball at the 48-yard line of the Steelers. Has the arms extended, now settles back, extends the arms again, barking out the signals. Now will move up to the line of scrimmage, says something. Barkley shifts himself slightly forward, now moves back again. Hurts gets the snap, back to pass, looking right, going to throw that way in a crossing pattern, and is complete to A.J. Brown, a pickup of 7 yards down to the 41-yard line.
Well, there's the disgruntled A.J. Brown. Doesn't seem too disgruntled there. It's a nice slant route, got inside position on Joey Porter, and he threw it right in the gullet. Did Jalen Hurts of A.J. Brown, and nice catch.
Empty set once again for Hurts. Gets the snap, back to pass. Looking, throws left and short. Man wide open. It's Devontae Smith, and Smith crossing down to the 20-yard line of the Steelers. A 21-yard pickup, and just a few plays into this, the Eagles already have the ball at the Steelers' 20-yard line with 12:02 and counting remaining in the first quarter.
Well, that's just got to be a bust in coverage because nobody was even within a zip code there. Devontae Smith.
Yeah, and they're going hurry up here as Hurts gets it. Here's the first carry for Barkley, and Barkley stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt dropped. It might have been a loss of a half a yard in the play.
It's a good job of holding your run gap, being able to disengage, come off, and then be able to make the tackle on Saquon Barkley. But this has looked far too easy thus far on this drive.
Give T.J. Watt a 20th tackle for loss on the season as that ball, or 18th tackle for loss. That ball is marked back close to the 21-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. Eagles break the huddle. Hurts in the shotgun, gets a snap, looking left, fires. It is complete out in the left flat. Dante Jackson immediately makes the tackle of Devontae Smith. So just a short pickup there, Wolf, about 3 or 4 yards.
Right, just a little out pattern. He threw the ball. You got Jalen Hurts just hooking up with Devontae Smith, but Dante Jackson, Action Jackson, on the spot, just wrestles him like Mel Blount back in the day, wrestling horses and dogs and stuff. Them cows. He's a cow puncher.
Hurts 4 for 4 for 52 yards. He's in the shotgun. He has Saquon Barkley to his left. 3rd and 8. The ball at the 18-yard line. 3 receivers split to the right. Calcaterra is the tight end to the left. Hurts gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Pressure. It's going to step up now. And he's not going to get far because he's going to be dragged down. Cam Hayward had the first shot. And then he's dragged down after a short gain down to the 16-yard line. It is T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith who combined to make the stop.
I can't believe T.J. closed so quickly, rushing on Lane Johnson. Their fine right tackle. Nice move by him. Chased him as you've got Jalen Hurts was climbing the pocket. And it was a nice job of the defense collapsing on him.
So the Steelers do get the stop for now, at least is in terms of a touchdown. Elliott on to try a 34-yard field goal attempt. Has had its struggles this year. This kick is up, and that kick is true. And the Eagles, with 9:56 remaining in the first quarter at Lincoln Financial Field, have taken a 3-0 lead. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Pittsburgh fans, it's time to deck the halls and your backyard with a deck worthy of a tailgate. Schley Deck and Fence is offering a winter black and gold installation special. Book now and score 20% off. That's 20% off big decks, 20% off small decks, 20% off all decks. But hurry, it must be installed by January 15th. Visit their showroom in Carnegie or online at SchleyDeckCompany.com. Don't fumble, call today. Schley Deck and Fence, simple, affordable, reliable.
Holiday season is in full swing at Keystone Shooting Center. Give the gift of membership this year. Standard memberships are just $39.99 a month, and Keystone Shooting offers 24 climate-controlled lanes and over 90 different rental guns with expert supervision. Classes and private lessons are also available for shooters of all experience levels. Learn to shoot in a class or one-on-one setting from the area's most skilled and experienced instructors, or check out the unbelievable selection and prices in the Firearms Superstore. Keystone Shooting Center open 7 days a week and conveniently located off the I-79 interchange in Cranberry.
Football is all about protection. Helmet protects your head. The line protects the QB. But what's protecting you? With Penny, Pennsylvania's health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage at the lowest cost. It's open enrollment. Doors are open for Pennsylvanians to apply and enroll at penny.com. Enroll by December 15th. You're worth protecting at pennie.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Wolf here for Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new Pro Football Special. A delicious two-topping tavern-style pizza for just $22. Perfect for game days with a thin, crispy crust and top-notch ingredients. Try Caliente's new Pro Football Special Tavern Pie today. Caliente, the pizza of champions.
Terry Wardenis here from the Gateway Clipper. Say I do out on the water, featuring all-inclusive wedding packages with dinner, entertainment, bar, and more. Treat your friends and family to a real celebration with memories that will last a lifetime. Visit gatewayclipper.com for details.
Your radio home for Steelers football is 102.5 DVE.
Eagles take an early 3-0 lead over the Steelers. 9:56 left in the first quarter. Pat Freiermuth on that opening drive for Pittsburgh now has 200 receptions, the most by a tight end in franchise history over their first 4 years in the NFL. And guys, he's also closing in on the most receiving yards by a touchdown, by a tight end, in his first 4 years by Eric Green. I'll keep you posted on that one. Rob, upstairs to you.
Missy, thank you very much. And you figure Freiermuth, who's really been hot lately, has been getting a lot of targets, touchdowns, and a couple straight here, that he is going to be a guy Russell Wilson's going to be looking for a lot.
No question, especially in the absence of Pickens. No doubt about it.
Here's man with a kickoff, and Cordero Patterson once again settling underneath. He's going to take it right at the goal line. Heads straight up the field on the right side of the field, crosses the 20 to 25, gets across the 30, bang down there at the 33-yard line. Once again, Oren Burks makes the tackle for the Eagles on special teams as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
All right, guys, I know defensively it looked a little scary at first. The Eagles came out passing the football, I guess because they assumed that the Steelers were in a bigger personnel grouping, and they wanted to take advantage of doing that because we were anticipating the run. But great job to stiff it up in the red zone and stop. Offensively, Russ just has to calm down. He has some opportunities there, but just needs to calm down a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Max. Ball at the 32-yard line, right hash. Wilson under center, has Najee Harris as the lone setback. Pruitt starts in motion to the left, moves back to the right. And here's the pitch to the right. Harris looking for some room off right guard, and then stretches it out to right tackle and picks up a yard or perhaps two. Stop there by Carter.
Now that's a good call into that look that they got, but you've got to win at the point of attack, and the guys didn't win. You've got to be able to win at the point of attack and be able to cut off on the backside.
Yeah, it was Carter who really closed down. Excellent young defensive tackle in his second season for the Eagles. Now an I formation. Wilson remains under center. Gets a snap, turns and gives to Harris off the left side, looking for some room. Nothing doing there. Again, maybe a yard pickup out to the 34. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Again, we've got a little lead block. You've got Najee Harris taking that ball and rocking it straight up in there. But the rocking got rocketed a little bit. Somebody got a downhill bang on him. I couldn't see who it was, but they had a good stiff hit on him.
3rd and 8. 8:50 and counting remaining here in this first quarter. Russell Wilson is in the shotgun. The fans here at Lincoln Financial Field beginning to get loud as Freiermuth moves in motion, now comes back to the right. 3 receivers in that direction. Wilson with 3 in the play clock, wants to snap, gets it, back to pass, looking right, and now tries to dump it underneath. It is deflected at the line of scrimmage. It looked like Nolan Smith got a hand on it. It's incomplete, and another 3 and out for the Steelers offense.
Well, again, you got some long routes, you got middle routes, and you got a short route. And Russ was trying to check it down, get it down to Jalen Warren as he leaked out of the backfield there. You had a twist stunt, and all it was Nolan Smith was able to get a hand on it, jump up, read in the eyes of Russ.
Waitman back to punt. Bangs a big, high, spiraling kick. DeJean takes it at the 19-yard line, and the rookie is just pummeled along the Steelers sideline at the 21-yard line. 47-yard punt, just a 2-yard return. 8:19 remains first quarter from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues with the score. The Eagles 3, the Steelers nothing.
Hey, football fans, BetMGM is giving you a shot to win season tickets to Pittsburgh Steelers home games for the next 10 years. Enter BetMGM's Decade of Black and Gold sweepstakes, and you can score 2 tickets and VIP hospitality tent passes for a decade. Opt in each week and bet on football to boost your chances. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 and over. Pennsylvania and West Virginia only. Visit www.1800gambler.net. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards subject to expiry.
It's the National Month of Giving, and here's how S&T Bank is making an exciting difference. This month, you can enter S&T Bank's You Give, We Give Instagram sweepstakes for a chance to win $500 for yourself plus $500 for your preferred charity. Just post a photo or video on Instagram with your generous act and tag @STBankOfficial with hashtag YouGiveWeGive. For complete sweepstakes rules, visit stbank.com/YouGiveWeGive. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
The Gridiron isn't the only place where Steelers fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go too. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands. A fresh selection that thrills every foodie. Fuel savings and made-to-order favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosions, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe with these open earbuds. It's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears,
you feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Welcome back to Lincoln Financial Field. Here, the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. ClearviewFCU.org. Dallas punishing Carolina 30-14. KC defeats Cleveland 21-7. Big game. Houston knocking off Miami 20-12. Jacksonville loses to the Jets 32-15 the final there. Washington over Indianapolis. That's a big game in the NFC East. They won 20-19. Baltimore pounded the Giants 35-14, and Cincinnati topped Tennessee 37-27. Here, 8:19 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 Eagles after a 7-play 54-yard drive resulted in a Jake Elliott field goal. Hurts is in the pistol formation. He has Saquon Barkley behind him. Turns and gives to Barkley. Starts to the right, cuts back to the left. Corralled, but then giving Cam Hayward a bit of a ride out to the 28-yard line. Talk about the leg strength of Saquon Barkley on that one.
Yeah, Zooks, he was doing a fireman's carry on Cam Hayward, carrying that load on his back as he was able to push through for an extra 4 or 5 yards. You don't see that happen very often.
7-yard pickup for Barkley. Well, give him 8, call it 2nd and 2. He's in the shotgun next to Hurts, to the left of Hurts, who extends the hands, gets the handoff, gives to Barkley, met in the backfield, and taken down for a loss by Alex Highsmith back at the 26-yard line, a loss of a couple.
Oh, Stone Cold Smitty, getting upfield, doing what you do best, penetrating, grabbing guys up, dropping them to the ground like a bad habit. That's nice. Great defensive play there. You need to be able to throw some negative plays on this Philadelphia offense.
A loss of 3 back to the 26-yard line brings up a 3rd and 5. The Eagles, the 8th best third down offense. The Eagles have that, and the Steelers are the 2nd best third down defense in the NFL. 3rd and 5 here. Hurts in the shotgun. Gainwell is to his left. Hurts gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking right now. He's going to throw to Gainwell in the left flat. Makes a man miss out there. Spins up the sideline. Gets across to 35 and picks up first down yardage to 38. Dante Jackson had a shot at him to stop him short of a first down, but a nice move by Gainwell and a first down by the Eagles.
Oh, he did indeed. I can't even believe that Spinarooski was as tight as it was. He could spin in a 3-quart bucket. My goodness, that was tight.
Montravius Adams, who is back for the Steelers, hustling back onto the field here as the Eagles go no huddle. Handoff down the left side to Gainwell, and he is tackled by Loudermilk and Smith, but picks up about 5 yards across the 40 out to the 42-yard line running left.
And this is what happens when that offensive line gains traction. They can hang on to their blocks. They keep a hat on a hat. They keep engaged, and they keep their feet moving. And when you have 360, 370 pounds coming at you, and you don't get a good stop at the beginning, it's going to continue, believe you me. And then you've got to try to reach out and get it back. Wow.
Varying the tempo, they break the huddle here in the shotgun formation. Hurts brings Smith in motion to the left. Gives to Gainwell. Gainwell trying to bounce it outside. Oh, Patrick Queen raced down the line of scrimmage and dropped him after a 1-yard gain. Man, he came headhunting. He came fast, and he came furious.
Oh, he did indeed, and that's what Patrick Queen does. He's able to get up the field. You had who was it? Preston Smith got first penetration, Pat Queen second, and then you had a Landon Robertson on it too.
Well, the Steelers having all kinds of trouble here defensively. I think they've only got 10 players out in the field right now. They do, and now Highsmith will hustle back out. Now he's going to run back off the sideline. Steelers only have 10 defenders out there.
Oh, somebody call a timeout.
Hurts gets a snap, back to pass, looking, steps up, and is going to move out to the left, and he is going to be grabbed there by Peyton Wilson. Then some help comes, and the ball is loose. The ball is loose, and the Steelers have recovered at the 46-yard line. They only needed 10 men, and Beanie Bishop comes up with a fumble recovery.
How about it? It was T.J. Watt, I think, came up and punched that ball out. That's a nice overhand right hand by T.J. Watt. Obi-Watt Kenobi doing what he does best, creating a turnover. That ball just bounced right out. What a great play.
The 6th forced fumble by T.J. Watt. Wilson hit him first. Watt got their second. Beanie Bishop got their third and pounced on the ball, and a big turnover for the Steelers, who only had 10 men out there defensively.
Well, it was a special defense, I'm sure. You know, they were trying to confuse Jalen Hurts. He's going, where's that 11th guy? I know he's out here. No one's going to play just 10 men on defense. We fooled him.
Well, the ball at the 45-yard line on the right hash here is Russell Wilson will take the snap, his first snap, and the Steelers' first snap in Eagles territory. He has Jalen Warren to his right. Gets the snap. Rolling out to the right. Play action pass, now throws it away. Nobody there. He had pressure from Nolan Smith and nobody open downfield, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that's the one thing about Nolan Smith. He's able to get out on the edge and be able to get Russell's face. I think they were going to try a little tight end delay action there, but there was nobody open there.
2 receivers split out to each side of the formation here. Wilson in the shotgun once again has Jalen Warren to his right as he gets the snap. Looks left, deflected at the line of scrimmage. One more time. Looked like Milton Williams that time. Got the big hand up and knocked it away, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, that is really disgusting. You hate when you see that. You got a big gap rusher like Milton Williams, did a great job. Unfortunately, beat Isaac Suamalo up the B gap, got his hands up in the air. And you, as an offensive lineman, that kills you when you allow that. You know how it hurts the passing game.
8 plays, just 5 yards gained for the Steelers as Wilson in the shotgun. Crowd getting loud here at Lincoln Financial Field. Under 5 minutes remaining first quarter. Dean showing blitz from his linebacker position. Now backs off. The Eagles will bring 4 as Wilson gets a snap. In pressure, under pressure, and down he goes. And it is Sweat from the backside who comes up with the sack. 8th sack of the year for Josh Sweat back in Steelers territory. And the Steelers will be forced to punt.
Oh, man, you could just see the clock ticking in the head of Russ. And you got both tackles, their men drove up the field there, and you could see the pocket collapsing around Russ Wilson. And that's a tough series and that really changes the momentum after that takeaway.
So 9 plays, minus 2 yards for the Steelers offensively. Here's the end-over-end kick going to be taken by DeJean at the 7-yard line. Heads up the middle of the field, eludes one tackler, not another, and it's another fumble. And the Steelers have a lot of guys down there. Do they have the football? The Steelers crowding around the ball down at the 12-yard line, and it looks like they do have it. It is Herbig who comes up with a fumble recovery, and the Steelers get a second turnover of the Eagles, and they'll have the ball at the 12-yard line. It was a 48-yard punt, a 10-yard return, a fumble, and the Steelers have the ball. They're going to mark it at the 11.
How about that? No gig is too big for Herbig. All right, I'm telling you. Here he is, pass rusher, doing great things on the defense, but on the special teams, coming down just like with his hair on fire, and wow, gets in on the bang, gets in on the fumble recovery. Man, that is just great effort, great execution by Nick Herbig.
So 4:13 remaining here. The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. First quarter action, second consecutive fumble by the Eagles. The ball's at the 11-yard line. Russell Wilson is in the shotgun. He has Najee Harris to his right. 2 receivers split to the right and 2 to the left of the formation. One of the men to the left is Darnell Washington, and he will move left to right. The snap. Quick throw out to Najee Harris in the right flat. Looks to get to the edge. Gets there. Gets to the 10. Hurdles a man. And down to the 4-yard line. What an athletic play by Najee Harris to pick up 7 for the Steelers.
Well, how about it? The Eagles, they throw a 5-man front on them, and we got some action down in the quarter.
Well, Darnell Washington is being crowded around all kinds of flags in a sea of green. Out shoving away at Darnell Washington. This happened through the end zone and toward the stands on the near side of the field here. Both teams are crowding around down there. So all 22 guys in a very, very tight circle. Looks like the eye of a hurricane down there.
It is indeed. You know, the action started. I was still watching what was going on in the field, so I didn't see the very start of that. It's a shame that right now you got some things going on. Broderick Jones has got to be cool, man. Right now, get this back. We got more flags on here than you know what to do with. It's like a flag factory on the field.
So Alan Eck is going to sort this out. So it looked like Darnell Washington was the object of the Eagles' ire. Or perhaps Quinyon Mitchell, the first-round pick, the corner, was part of that. They're now crowding around. The officials are at the 5-yard line, getting set to make this call.
Well, the Eagles went with 5 bigs right there, so you got their version basically of a bear defense, kind of, sort of. And you throw a little circle route out to Najee, get to the outside of it. And right now we can see the officials actually pushing guys back to the other side of the ball. I mean, you want to talk about hostilities. Right now, we got hostilities, folks.
Mike Tomlin called it the Battle of Pennsylvania, so they could play it in Breezewood. Well, right now, these two teams are battling. The Steelers can clinch a playoff spot with a victory here today.
That's cool. We got a couple of 5s between
After
the
play was over, there were 2 fouls. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on number 80 of the offense. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 19 of the offense. 15-yard penalty to the end of the run. The down counts. It's second down.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well, that is costly after the Steelers seem to have seized momentum with the turnover and the 7-yard pickup for Najee Harris. So instead of 2nd and 3 from the 4-yard line, this ball is going to be marched back to the 19.
That is that's a kick in the groin, really. I mean, you're talking about the fact you had this great turnover. You get yourself in position to take a nice 6 points, and then you let your emotions control you. You can't do that. You got to rein tight on those emotions.
Russell Wilson has emptied the set for the Steelers. 3 receivers to the left. Najee Harris, one of the 2 receivers, put to the right side of the formation. 3:53 and counting as Wilson gets a snap. Looks left, throws in that direction. Diving grab made by Scotty Miller, but a very short pickup in the left flat down to the 17-yard line. So just a 2-yard pickup is going to bring up 3rd and long for the Steelers.
Well, you got Scotty Miller outside, past the numbers, runs a little comebacker route. And Quinyon Mitchell had some good coverage on him. He tried to throw it further to the outside, Scotty had to dig low to get that ball.
Yeah, Mitchell really forced that throw with the good coverage, Wolf. That's an excellent point. He was all over him, and you throw that ball a little to the inside, and you're worried about pick six the other way.
It is.
It's third down.
Yep. With replay assist, they're now actually saying that pass was incomplete, so they'll go back to the 19-yard line and reset things here at the 3:19 mark. Let's see if they reset the clock as well.
Well, you're really sabotaging your own efforts here.
3rd and 18. Yeah, 3rd and 18, Wolf, with the ball on the right hash. The Steelers moving left to right in front of us. They have reset the clock. 3:50 remains here in this first quarter. Need to get down to the 1-yard line to pick up a first down. Jalen Warren is checked into the game. He is to the left of Wilson, who is in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws, intended for Freiermuth, overshoots him, incomplete, and on will come Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit.
Wow, is that an overthrow or I'm miscommunicating? No, that was just a big overthrow. I'm telling you, I thought Pat Freiermuth had inside position there, right down around the 5-yard line. I thought certainly be able to whistle that baby in there. We might have a good reception, but it was way overhead.
And there was a defender between Russell Wilson and Freiermuth, so he had to get over the defender.
You got to drop a 2 ball in there.
Yep, just got it over everybody. Wilson right now 2 for 8 for 8 yards for the Steelers. Here's a 37-yard field goal attempt by Boswell. That field goal is up, and that field goal, as it comes off the leg of Boswell, is good. At the 3:42 mark, the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone here in the first quarter. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. From Lincoln Financial Field, Steelers football continues with the score of the Steelers 3 and the Eagles 3.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win, breakaway, pick six, three-point shot, underdog win, buzzer beater, shootout, walk-off, and absolutely every play in between is amazing. From football to basketball and hockey to baseball, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Check.
Check.
Check. Check.
Check?
At West Aircom, we hear you loud and clear. Open your free and fee-free checking today. West Aircom Federal Credit Union is growing. Check out our brand new location in the Jackson Village Shopping Center in Zelienople. We are here to help. Open your simply free checking account today. West Aircom, your community, your credit union.
Accidents don't happen on a schedule. They don't check to make sure it's between the hours of 9 and 5. And neither does the law firm of Edgar Snyder & Associates. They're available if you're heard at 10 p.m., 1 a.m., or on a Sunday. That's right, they're there for you 24/7. So if you've been injured and have legal questions, don't do late night searching and scrolling looking for answers. Just call Edgar Snyder & Associates at 1-800-94-EDGAR or head to edgarsnyder.com to chat online. The consultation is free, and as they always say, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
So far, Sean.
Chris Boswell's 37th field goal of the season sets a new team record, breaking his own record. Ties the game up at 3:42 remaining here in the first quarter at Lincoln Financial Field. And the T.J. Watt forced fumble was the Northwest switch of possession play. Listen to Michelle Michaels Monday for the cue to call in. Tell her the Northwest Bank switch of possession play and win a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Northwest Bank, the team that brings you the next way to save like a champion. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. Well, Chris Boswell does his job, but Wolf, we were discussing during the commercial break, feels a little empty. You get a couple of fumble recoveries, and you only come away with 3 points.
Exactly. When you take away the ball, you can't afford to just settle for threes. And as a matter of fact, the first one, they had to punt it away. So, no, you want sevens. You got to get sevens.
Here's Boswell with the boot. It'll drive Gainwell into the end zone, and Gainwell will take a knee in the back of the end zone. So the Eagles will have the ball at the 30-yard line as we head downstairs to Max Starks.
Obviously, tough sledding offensively for the Steelers offense, trying to get into things. I mean, you guys talked about it. But defense generating opportunities for this offense. That's how it's going to have to be early until they get into a rhythm. Now, defensively, you have to answer the onslaught, right? Which is going to be a lot more probably heavy dose of Saquon Barkley to try and free up some of that passing game like we saw across those seams. So Steelers have to be really locked in on this drive. Back to you guys.
Max, thank you very much. Jalen Hurts breaks the huddle in the shotgun. He has Saquon Barkley to his left. 3:42 remaining in a 3-3 game in the first quarter at Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles moving right to left in front of us. Hurts gets the snap. Play action pass. Rolling out to the left. Will throw out to the left flat. It's complete to A.J. Brown. Heads straight up the sideline and picks up an easy 16 yards out to the 46-yard line.
Well, A.J. Brown was parked along that sidelines like he was not even seen. You got Jalen Hurts rolling out to his left and able to drop that ball right out there to A.J. Brown. And I got to tell you, really wide open.
Empty set here for Hurts. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Lifts the foot, gets the snap, back to pass. Looking left, and he's going to throw that way. Back shoulder to A.J. Brown. It's complete inside Steelers territory. Joey Porter Jr. wanted to push off. He's not going to get it. The ball's inside the 35-yard line. A 15-yard pickup as Hurts is now 7 for 7 for 94 yards.
Right now, I got to tell you, Jalen Hurts is hotter than a bowl of chili all franked up.
And that is pretty hot as Hurts in the shotgun has Saquon Barkley to his right. Gets a snap, and on the read option is going to keep, and now makes a man miss out in the right flat and slides down at the 27-yard line, which is where they'll mark him after a 7-yard pickup. So, again, the fake to Barkley. Now he can run it or throw it out there, elects to run it, and picks up 7.
Well, he fooled even T.J. Watt with that little bit of 3-card money action. Little RPO.
Under 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2nd and 3, the ball at the 27-yard line of the Steelers. Barkley to the right of Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side as Hurts gets the snap. Gives to Barkley, gaping hole off the left side. Crosses the 20, the 15, shakes out of a tackle, hit from behind, and driven down by Highsmith at the 6-yard line. A huge pickup for Barkley, a 21-yard run through a gaping hole in the left side.
Wow, that was just blowing the center, coming around on a little inside play. You got a block on Landon Robertson. You got second. Well, play's going on. Sorry.
Yep, and don't worry. Again, the Eagles showing hurry up here, and the give to Barkley, and penetration by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He chops him down right at the 5-yard line. Perhaps a half-yard pickup there. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, you want to talk about a heat-seeking missile? You got 3-9 coming in there. Minkah Fitzpatrick low, taking the legs out of Saquon Barkley and doing it in a big way.
Hurts in the shotgun. He has Barkley to his left. Steps up to the line of scrimmage. Now settles back in the shotgun. Has the hands extended. Gets a snap. Going to fake to Barkley. Going to throw over the middle of the field. Touchdown, A.J. Brown. Right down the middle of the field towards the back half of the end zone, and a touchdown. And the Eagles, at the 1:13 mark of this first quarter, are up 9-3 pending the outcome of the extra point.
Well, it looked like the Steelers were expecting a run, and the safeties are drawing up. You've got a crossing route in the back of the end zone, mano a mano, and he was all by himself, able to beat to the inside. That was a nice schematic play, unfortunately.
Yep, A.J. Brown, a 3-time Pro Bowler, was asked this week what the Eagles need to do to improve, and he said pass. Well, they've come out throwing. Hurts has been red hot for them. Here's Elliott with the extra point attempt. That extra point is good. And with 1:13 remaining in the first quarter from Lincoln Financial Field, Steelers football continues with the score, the Eagles 10 and the Steelers 3.
All right, what's the best way to bank? At FNB, we think it's best left up to you. It's an approach we call clicks to bricks, and it means an unbeatable experience no matter how you bank. With the FNB eStore, you can shop for multiple financial products, in-branch, online, or on the go. And with the eStore Common App, check out with one easy application. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. FNB member FDIC. Each year, UPMC performs the highest number of heart catheterization procedures in the region.
UPMC is doing amazing things with catheter-based therapies. There's a lot of technology out there that has really transformed medicine and can really benefit our patients. We have a variety of procedures to treat the most complex diseases to help patients feel better and regain their quality of life.
Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
If you're a fan of game-winning drives, number 1 Cochran Kia has your keys to victory. Choose from our all-pro lineup of new vehicles like the K4, Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride. Then score great savings with our monthly lease and finance offers. And when it comes to getting the star treatment, our clearly better car buying experience is second to none. Visit number 1 Cochran Kia in Robinson or shop online at cochrankia.com.
The Gridiron isn't the only place where Steelers fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go too. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie. Fuel savings and made-to-order favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
For the world's most complete selection of Steelers merchandise, visit the official Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at shop.steelers.com. The Eagles enjoying a 10-3 lead, a 6-play, 70-yard drive that they were able to execute swiftly down the field, just 2 minutes and 29 seconds. The Steelers have caused 2 turnovers. And the Eagles have a 10-3 lead, 148 yards of offense for the Eagles, just 1 for the Steelers.
That doesn't bode well. They got to start turning it on here, get themselves in a position offensively where they're starting to control the ball. Because right now, they've not been able to do so at all with any sort of regularity.
Still a minute 13 left in the first quarter as man boots it away, and Cordero Patterson extends the hands, lets it go into the end zone. Now he's going to have to go back and cover it. And he does down it in the end zone, so the ball will be placed at the 30-yard line as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
All right, guys, we're searching for it again. The elusive third down conversion. That's been the Steelers' kind of weak point to start game. But once they start, they get into a rhythm. One of the biggest things is this offensive line has to slow down. As you saw, guys, if you've been talking about as well, ball's getting batted down to the line of scrimmage. They're trying to corral and get into the gaps that Russell Wilson's looking for and then reacting accordingly because you're having to throw over a mountaintop. They've got to get past that and figure out some type of rhythm to get this ball moving. Back to you.
Max, thank you very much. Russ Wilson is under center. The lone setback is Jalen Warren. And now he will be joined in the backfield in an I formation by Connor Hayward. The pitch to Warren to the right, looking to get through and is not able to do so because that's Nakobe Dean coming down from his linebacker spot, stops him after a 1-yard gain off the right side.
And again, the primary blocks at the beginning looked great. The hole was there. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Nakobe Dean is able to beat somebody to the inside. And I think it was Broderick Jones, unfortunately, when you look in there, he looked to the inside, didn't get him.
Looked like the second time there was maybe 4 or 5 yards there to be gained, and the Steelers pick up only a yard.
You've got to pick up the run through.
2nd and 9. Wilson will motion Van Jefferson. And he'll turn, get the snap, gives to Warren, and a flag comes down. I wonder if that was a legal motion by the Steelers. The ball crosses the 35-yard line. Something looked a little funny there with Jefferson in motion. Let's get the call here from referee Alan Eck.
Well, I can tell you that was what you're looking for, that initial surge from the offensive line. They created a hole, created a gap, had positive yardage come out of it. Now,
illegal motion, number 11, 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
It just looked funny, Wolf. It just looked off about that. And so it is on Jefferson, and so the ball is going to be marched back. So a 4-yard gain is washed away. So instead of a 3rd and 5, it will be 2nd and 14 for the Steelers back at the 26-yard line.
When you go zipper motion like that, we go over and then back, and then you turn and square up before the snap, that's when you're going to get problems.
Under 20 seconds remaining here. And the Steelers do have to snap the ball, and they do. Russell Wilson back, looking, throws underneath to Warren. A flag behind the play. Warren gets the ball at the 30, spins across the 35 out to the 37. But that flag in the area where you generally expect a holding call, the gesture is initially that it will be against the Steelers. So that wipes out another nice gain of 11.
Holding, number 65, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
They're calling Dan Moore for some holding infraction here. And I'm trying to he's making a gesture like he trapped the man's hands down. Couldn't see the play. It's unfortunate. Right now, the Steelers are killing themselves.
The ball is all the way back at the 16-yard line, so it's going to be a 2nd and 24 after we make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank. Score rates up to 4.5% APY on new certificates of deposit. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next. With a score, the Eagles 10, the Steelers 3. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next one to go off to college someday, thanks to smart college savings plans. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. Even the next thing you can't go without, like savings accounts with even more competitive rates. So whatever's next for you, we'll help you get there. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This holiday season, cozy up to streaming more of your favorite entertainment. A whole year more. Switch to Fios Home Internet and get 12 months of Netflix and Max on us. So kick back, relax, hop into your coziest flannel jammies, and switch to fast, reliable Fios Home Internet for 12 months of Netflix and Max on us with a Fios 1 gig plan. 'Tis the season for streaming on the 100% fiber optic network. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch to Fios Home Internet today. Cozy flannel jammies sold separately. Verizon for your first 12 months of the perk with select Verizon Home Internet plans, then $10 a month after. Netflix and Max with ads perk requires Fios 1 gig plan. Must install service and enroll in perk within 60 days after, and then register the perk with Netflix and Max within 90 days of enrollment. $10 a month perk credit ends after 12 months. After 12 months, perk bills at then current price for the Netflix Max bundle, currently $10 a month unless canceled. Must be 18 years or older. One offer per eligible Fios plan. Limited time offer.
Okay, welcome back, Steelers fans, and it's time to get ready for another great game here in the Steel City.
Well, but first, Jim, let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town. Been the best for 47 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. Yes, sir, it's the Ford F-Series. They are the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America.
The best. Now, how about that young duo on offense? Now, that could be a powerhouse in the future.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Welcome back as we begin the second quarter here at Lincoln Financial Field. TJ Watt making his impact felt for the Steelers. Only have 3 points. Eagles have 10. That is his 6th forced fumble this season, tying Greg Lloyd. He had 6 forced fumbles in 1995. That brings his grand total for his career to 33. And Rob, we're going to need some more of that, but we need the offense to also do something here too.
We sure do, Missy. If it wasn't for those turnovers, who knows where the Steelers would be? They find themselves as it is trailing 10-3, first play of the second quarter. Russell Wilson gets a snap back, throws over the middle of the field, short completion to Calvin Austin out to the 22-yard line. That is going to bring up a 3rd and 18.
Well, you got the Eagles falling back quickly, creating a nice zone for the Steelers for Calvin Austin to hook up underneath. Now they're going to get another quick snap here and see if they can catch the Eagles.
Wilson will settle back in the shotgun. He has Jalen Warren to the right. 3 receivers to the left, including tight end Pat Freiermuth, 1 to the right. Wilson gets the snap. Eagles bring 4. Wilson back, looking, throws underneath. This is Jalen Warren, and Vaughn wraps him up, and Warren struggling forward but can't elude the grasp of Vaughn. It's only a pickup of 2, and out comes the punt unit once again for the Steelers.
Oh, it's not a bad idea to check it down to Jalen Warren when you've got a lot of room underneath, but Vaughn, the inside linebacker, did a nice job of grabbing and hanging on to him until the troops arrived, the reserves. He was able to bring him down, but Jalen Warren is always a good bet when you got a long ways to go.
3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 18 for the Steelers. And that is why they have struggled on 3rd down. Low, wobbly kick is taken by DeJean at the 32-yard line, has a gaping hole up to the 40, the 45, crosses midfield, and gets down to the 45-yard line. Low lining, wobbly kick of 41 yards, return to the 45-yard line of the Steelers. Excellent field position for the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues with the score. The Eagles 10, the Steelers 3.
Don't you love the sounds of the holiday season? The bells, the sleighs. Woohoo! If so, your holiday's now even more magical because now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, you can take home your favorite Hyundai with some of the season's greatest savings.
Get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a Hyundai Santa Fe or lease for only $289 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Offers end January 2nd. Call 202-929-0073 for details.
The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette goes deep when it comes to Steelers coverage, with all of the hard-hitting, up-to-the-minute news you need about your Pittsburgh Steelers. Have a real-time chat with Post-Gazette reporters and columnists. Send your burning questions and hot takes to our mailbag, and tune in to get an earful on all things black and gold from experts on the North Shore Drive podcast. Check out postgazette.com. That's postgazette.com for insights on your favorite pros from our pros at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Sports played on a field or ice or course. Bet Rivers is the place. Over, under, money line, same game parlays, it's all fine.
We'll put a smile on your face. Bet Rivers Sportsbook is your home for chance, where you can experience the thrill of betting on the sports you love. Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and physically present in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe with these open earbuds. It's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears,
you feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
A reminder that our next broadcast on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network will be Saturday, December 21st, when the Pittsburgh Steelers visit the Baltimore Ravens, brought to you by the 2026 Steelers Fan Cruise, presented by Seaside Events, an official cruise partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers Audio Network coverage will begin at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, the 21st. 7 first downs for the Eagles in the first quarter as they get ready for their first possession of the second quarter here. Excellent field position, ball on the 45-yard line. Eagles up by the score of 10-3, 13:40 remaining here in this second quarter. Hurts in the pistol formation. Turns, gives to Saquon Barkley, trying to stretch out to the right. Cut off there. Then Patrick Queen comes up and makes the stop. Good job by Keanu Benton getting penetration and blowing that play up.
Exactly so. Bam Bam Benton gets himself up the field and able to dug the ankles of Saquon Barkley enough to spin him around, giving Pat Queen that opportunity to come up and make the hit, drop him.
No huddle pistol formation for Hurts once again with Barkley behind him. Has two receivers split to the left. That is Smith and Brown, and two tight ends to the right side of the formation. Gets the snap. Will give to Barkley up the middle of the field, and Barkley is stood up. No gain on the play. Actually, maybe a pickup of a yard or two, but excellent job as Patrick Queen once again came up defensively to help make the stop.
Well, that's Patrick. Another one bites the dust. Queen. What a nice job of putting the stopper on Saquon Barkley, because hasn't happened a lot this year. And that's a nice job of Pat Queen filling that hole, wrapping him up, and then bringing him down.
You wonder if this is perhaps 4-down territory for the Eagles. Steelers showing pressure. Hurts in the shotgun. Here come the Steelers, bringing pressure. The throw on the slant underneath to Brown. It's complete. Brown to the right and weaves back to the left. He's going to pick up 17 yards, and he's going to pick up a first down at the 25-yard line of the Steelers.
Well, you got two men to the left side, and they ran a little twist stunt there and able to get a little cross in between two wide receivers, and A.J. Brown just in the underneath route broke to the inside, was able to get inside position.
Now empty set for Hurts. Two receivers to the left 3 to the right. Hurts gets the snap. Steelers bring 5. Hurts lofting left and almost intercepted Dante Jackson in excellent coverage on A.J. Brown along the left sideline, and it'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Actually, that's Joey Porter there.
I beg your pardon, Joey Porter Jr.
Standing up with A.J. Brown. That's mano-a-mano down the sideline. Nice job of playing butt ball, of using the boundary to squeeze off any stacking of the receiver over the top of the corner.
So good job by Joey Porter Jr. causing the first incompletion by Hurts, who's 9 of 10 now for 121 yards.
Would have been nice if he could have squeezed the Sherman.
Almost. He sure almost had it. Shotgun formation for Hurts. He has Gainwell to his right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hurts gets the snap. Steelers bringing pressure again. Hurts throws underneath. It's complete to Dante Smith. Joey Porter Jr. wrestles him out of bounds along the far sideline at the 18-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Well, it's a nice little return route by Devontae Smith, breaking inside, then go outside. And Joey Porter is with him, but he makes the reception regardless. And that, of course, leaves that for the 3rd and 3. That's a tough one. They break to the inside. You honor that with as many in-breaking routes as they've had.
Especially when they're bringing pressure like the Steelers have the last couple plays. Showing now a 3-man rush in this formation. Hurts has an empty set. 3rd and 3. Gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking and throws out to his right. It's complete to Gainwell. Gainwell crosses the 10, squares his shoulders, and gets down to the 2-yard line. And a first down for the Eagles there. And another pickup of 16.
Another bust in coverage as Gainwell finds himself wide open right around the 10-yard line. I don't know who was covering that area there, but there was nobody out there, and Gainwell was able to gain well on that play.
And Dante Jackson down on the far side of the field at the 3-yard line, reaching for his lower back and now stretching himself out on the turf here at Lincoln Financial Field. And the Eagles, a whole passel of big plays. They have 4 plays of over 20 yards, another 4 of 11 yards or more. So, Wolf, just a lot of big plays here offensively for the Eagles, gashing the Steelers' defense.
It has been, and part of it has been self-inflicted because the Steelers have had a couple coverages that were busts. And over that, you've got also penalties that they've self-destructed on. And it's just a shame because they're not giving themselves a chance to get back in this game by some of the things they're doing.
Well, they could use some pressure. They could use a sack. And this season, the law firm of Bordas & Bordas will make a $500 donation to the Ronald McDonald House for every sack by the Steelers defense this preseason and regular season. The Steelers defense has collected 43 sacks so far this season. And Bordas & Bordas is on pace to donate $21,500 to the Ronald McDonald House. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. So we'll see what kind of substitution the Steelers make as Dante Jackson has rolled onto his back and is still being attended to by the Steelers training and medical staff on the far side of the field. The Eagles, when play resumes, will have the ball just inside the 2-yard line. It's marked on the right hash. There's 10:53 remaining in the second quarter, and the Eagles are enjoying a 10-3 lead, just 2 yards away from adding 7 more to that lead.
It's almost ridiculous, but Lane Johnson, who's a very fine pass protector, a very fine offensive lineman, but he literally tackled T.J. Watt in a fashion that I'm sitting there going, Gadzooks, how in the world do you get away with that out on the edge and you completely wrap up a guy and bring him down like that and the officials don't see it? It's rather amazing.
Well, now Jackson is being helped off the field. Lane Johnson, of course, a terrific player, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, the right tackle, and as Mike Tomlin likes to use that term, bell cow, the bell cow of the offensive line. Dante Jackson being helped off the field, walking gingerly. Pierre comes in, James Pierre, to take his place at the cornerback position.
Well, we're already down to Sean Elliott, now Dante Jackson, and we're starting to get a run in the secondary, and this is not something you want to see.
So will the Eagles go tush-push here? Nope, they're going to go in the shotgun formation. Hurts has Gainwell to his right. 3 receivers tightly bunched to the right, 1 to the left. High snap, and it's up in the air, and Gainwell and Hurts. Now Hurts winds up with it, and the Steelers get some penetration and stop him for a half-yard loss. Almost a 3rd turnover there by the Eagles.
It was indeed. That was a high snap, and Jalen Hurts went up high to get it, and he and Gainwell were struggling over it, and then by then you were able to mass attack from the Steelers in the center of the line, being able to get some hits in there, but that was a discombobulated play from the very get-go.
So the Eagles going to come out with a lighter set now as the ball. They lose a yard, is marked back inside the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from there. 10 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Gain ball remains in the game to the right of Hurts. 3 receivers split to the left. The tight end is to the right of the formation. And now the Eagles want a timeout. They just beat the play clock, which was counting down, and they will use their first timeout. 9:52 remaining here in the second quarter, and Wolf, boy, could the Steelers really use a stop here.
Oh, you need a stop bad. There's no doubt about it, Kinger. I mean, you take a look at what's been happening this whole first half. The fact that they've been able to get away and do some of the things they've been able to do, despite the fact that with 2 takeaways, you would think that you got more points out of that than 3.
Now they've just been marching the ball up and down the field on the Steelers defense. We haven't seen anything really like this all season long.
No, we haven't.
The Steelers D.
And not only that, but the play of, with the penalties. We've got a number of penalties that have come along and really self-destructed and sabotaged the Steelers' efforts on their offense. And it's a shame because even when they got a little bit of a running game going, then they get flagged.
Hurts is 11 of 12 for 144 yards and a touchdown. He is in the shotgun. He has Gainwell to his left. 2 receivers split to the left and 2 tight ends in that direction as well. Hurts is going to keep it himself. Tries the right side, and he is stood up. He leans forward and gets back to about the 2-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from there.
Well, they're running basically a 4-trap where they pulled Landon Dickerson, the left guard, down the line, and Jalen Hurts was going to try to follow him, but you had a nice job of stuffing at the point of attack. That was T.J. Watt, and you got yourself, Dean Lowry was there, DeMonte Casey.
Patrick Queen came in.
Yep, a lot of help. Good job.
So now Hurts will settle back into the shotgun. Gainwell still in the game to his right. 3 receivers split to the left. There's a tight end to the right of the formation. Hurts extends the hands, get the snap. The Steelers bringing pressure. The throw underneath, it is complete. It is a touchdown. It is Devontae Smith, and the Eagles have opened up the lead to 16-3 at the 9:07 mark here of this second quarter, pending the extra point.
Well, you got Devontae Smith just taking the inside route and being able to get inside James Pierre. I thought we were going to get a big push. Cam Hayward had a big push on you. Had some other pass rushing guys from the inside getting their hands up, creating a problem. You got a rub route with Devontae Smith and with James Pierre, and, well, Devontae won that one. But it was close. But I'll tell you, when you run those rub routes, it's tough.
Well, the Eagles have done a really nice job when the Steelers have brought pressure of keeping Hurts upright, and the extra point is good, and the lead is 17-3 at the 9:07 mark. Steelers football continues here from Lincoln Financial Field.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law, and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging. Are you handy with tools? Consider becoming a maintenance technician at Presbyterian Senior Care Network. Here's Stefan Braxton, a longtime team member, on why he loves the job.
Our residents are so appreciative. If you change their light bulbs, they adore you. That's what I love about this job. It's like having 100 grandparents, and they treat me just like I'm their grandson.
Get a hands-on career at our beautiful independent living apartments in the Pittsburgh area. Presbyterian Senior Care Network, making aging easier. Apply at srcare.org today.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. The team there is your first line of defense to help you save time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks, and their new showroom is now open. Score big with Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and more. They've got everything you need under one roof to get you to the red zone. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
For the last 47 years in a row, Ford F-Series have been America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts, work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Randy Bauman Mornings and Steelers Football, TVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey, Chad Tyson, and all week I get the latest Steelers news, plus reloaded cuts from the DVE Morning Show and your deep cut requests weekday afternoons on WDVE Pittsburgh.
Braden Mann has set the ball at the 35-yard line, set to kick off to the Steelers. 9:07 remaining second quarter, and the Eagles on top 17-3. And Wolf, this next possession feels like a big one here for the Steelers.
It does indeed. I mean, we're talking about 9:07 left in the second quarter, and for all this momentum to keep piling up, it's too much. You've got to release some of that steam by scoring. Get something going here.
Here's Mann with the approach and the boot. And it is going to drive through the end zone. Cordero Patterson lifts up the hands, tracks down the ball. He's going to let it roll through the back of the end zone. And we're going to go downstairs to Missy Matthews with an injury update.
Well, guys, Dante Jackson is dealing with a back injury. He is questionable to return to today's game, but in case if everybody forgets, the amount of defensive guys inactive today that's standing by the heater right now, Larry Ogunjobi, Deshaun Elliott, and Corey Trice. Upstairs to you.
Missy, thank you very much. Today's injury report was brought to you by Independence Health Expert Care here. And it is time for this offense to maybe give that defense a little bit of a break and get on a drive here.
It's got to, Kanger. You got to.
A first down would be nice. The ball set at the left hash. Najee Harris to the right of Russ Wilson in the shotgun. Wilson gets the snap. Takes the pitch, back to pass, throws left on a crossing pattern to Skoranek underneath, and Skoranek heads up the left sideline, crosses the 45, gets out to the 47, 17-yard pickup, and a first down for the Steelers.
Well, where do you got to go to get a first down? You go to the dirt bag, as Arthur Smith called him.
Yeah.
Ben Skoranek, the guy who does the dirty work, the guy that is tough as woodpecker lips, right? Comes out, gets a first down. Good job by Ben.
First down.
And by the way,
the game for the Steelers.
The dirt bag nickname, that's a sign of honor.
Yes, it is. Third reception of the year for that man, Ben Skoranek. And now Jalen Warren is checked in. He is to the left of Wilson in the shotgun. Jefferson moves in motion right to left. This is actually, I beg your pardon, Fields. Fields on the keep, and Fields hit hard as he was sliding down, and here comes a flag. He went into the slide, he was hit, and the Eagles do not think this should be a penalty. Let's see what the officials think. The Eagles immediately started hollering that it was very close to when Fields began his slide. So Alan Eck and his crew gathering at the 46-yard line of the Eagles. That's where the ball would be spotted now, right around that 45, 46-yard line. A pickup of about 8 currently. And let's see what the call is going to be.
That was one of those bang-bang calls.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 32 of the defense. 15-yard penalty at the end of the run, automatic first down.
And that's Reed Blankenship, who's going to be whistled for the 15-yard penalty. First Philadelphia penalty of this game.
Well, that's a tough one. I mean, when you've got that slide like that, it's really difficult to manage whether or not he was in the motion, whatever, what have you. And certainly, for the Steelers' benefit, hey, great. But you know what? That was pretty borderline.
I'll take it. Back-to-back first downs for the Steelers. Their first 2 of the game. 8:14 remaining now. The clock continues to wind. The ball at the 30-yard line of the Eagles. Set up on the left hash. Wilson is under center. Has Jalen Warren as the lone setback. 3 tight ends to the left of the formation. The pitch will go that way to Warren. Finds a hole off the left side and is going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Jalix Hunt made the stop defensively for the Eagles at the 26-yard line. Again, it looked like there might have been a little more there, but Hunt came up and made the stop.
Exactly, but you know what? That's pretty much a win, bud. All right, that's a win at the point of attack. You came with 13 personnel. You get yourself that little pitch to the outside. Guys are winning at the point of attack. Good block by Dan Moore on his man.
Called a pickup of 4, kind of a long 4. Now Najee Harris checks into the game. He's the lone setback behind Russell Wilson. Under center. Wilson brings Scotty Miller in motion. He turns, gives to Najee Harris, straight up the gut. Najee Harris wrestled down by Bond and others at the 22-yard line. This will bring up, after that 4-yard pickup, a 3rd and about 2.
That was a nice job again. Ben Skoranek in on it. Here he is, just about hip to hip with Isaac Suamalo making a block in the B gap. Nice job. You got Isaac Slomalo doing a good job. You got Ben Skoranek. All right, the Morgantown Maulers starting to get some traction in the running game.
Steelers are 0 for 5 on third down. Under 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The ball's at the 22-yard line. Jalen Warren is checked in. He is to the left of Wilson in the shotgun. Calvin Austin in motion to the left as Wilson gets a snap. Pressure coming. Rolls out to the right. Looking downfield. Looking. Is going to sprint for it and dive and pick up the first down inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line.
Whoa! How about the old man, Russ Wilson? Says, you know what? I still got it. I can get out to the flat here. I'm rolling right. I'm looking for my man down the field. But Gadzooks, I see that first down marker. I'm going for it. Boy, he puts the Jets on.
The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. Blitz off the left side. Nice block by Jalen Warren. And scampering for the first down is Russell Wilson. First third down conversion for the Steelers. Ball on the 19-yard line. 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Steelers looking to punch it in. Wilson goes up, says something to his lineman, now steps back into the shotgun. Gets a snap, gives to Warren. Inside handoff, and Warren will nudge forward to about the 18, pick up of about a yard on that first down play.
Yeah, you can see Jalen Carter was a little upset before the snap. And there was some motioning, there was some yelling going on, and there was, I thought, a little bit of confusion. But certainly Jalen Warren, what was that?
Darius Slay down in the field.
Darius Slay's down there, yeah.
So the 6-time Pro Bowl cornerback for the Eagles is down at the 24-yard line. He is being attended to at the 5:36 mark of the second quarter. The Steelers on the march from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues with a score of the Eagles 17, the Steelers 3.
For the last 47 years in a row, Ford F-Series have been America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move trailers, wood piles, and snowdrifts, work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks. With more than 15,000 cardiac procedures performed in the last 5 years, UPMC is a leader in the field of cardiac care.
We've been first to use advanced technologies for heart valve disease, for aortic disease, for coronary disease. The work that the heart team here at UPMC does is truly life-changing. We want to be the pioneers and continue to innovate in the world of heart disease.
Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
Hey, it's Tall Kathy, and if you need Social Security disability benefits and don't know where to start or have been denied, turn to Burger & Green. With over 40 years of experience, they can help you navigate the disability claims process. Make just one call, and they can handle everything remotely. No need to visit the office. Trust their experience and compassion to go after the benefits you deserve. Call Burger & Green, the injury and disability lawyers, at 1-800-999-2626.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. The next backyard patio party host, thanks to lines of credit with competitive rates. Even the next thing to check off your to-do list, with home equity loans that let you refinance high-interest debt. Our home lending solutions can help make your dream home a reality. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Lincoln Financial Field, Darius Slay off the field for the Eagles. The 6-time Pro Bowler has been escorted off, and we will get an update on him shortly. But the Steelers right now, 5:36 mark of the second quarter, facing a 2nd and 9 for the 18 of the Eagles, trailing 17-3. Najee Harris is to the right of Wilson in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to each side of the formation. Eagles showing 4-man rush. Wilson halts, surveys the field, now lifts the foot, gets the snap. Russell Wilson steps up. Wilson has room. Wilson crosses the 10 and slides down close to first down yardage, just a little short at the 10-yard line. Saw the hole and dashed through and picked up 8 yards.
Well, Wilson sees that everybody's in man coverage. He says, okay, I'm going to climb the pocket here. Nobody's there. I'm going to skadoosh my way up the field. Now you got a 3rd and 1. And a skadoosh is a fast scamper, just in case you wondered.
We're going to be conjugating that verb in English class tomorrow as Wilson gets under center. He has Najee Harris as a setback. And now, hey, how about the Pennsylvania push? Forget the brotherly shove, the Pennsylvania push, a little Western PA action, the Pittsburgh push, pick up a yard there.
Exactly. I say we go the Pittsburgh push.
How about Russell Wilson on the ground here, huh?
I like it. We need that. You need it right now. Whatever you can do to gain another first down, to get another yard, you got to do. And right now, that's the Pittsburgh push.
Yeah, we'll call it the Pittsburgh push in the Battle of Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh plunge, maybe, yeah. Wilson under center. He has Najee Harris as the lone setback. Now, touches both sides of the helmet, signaling to his crew. Brings Freiermuth in motion left to right. Here's the pitch. Najee Harris starts to the right, tries to cut back to the left, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson came up, made the hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Najee Harris.
Well, on the backside, C.J. Gardner-Johnson was able to come through. Nobody on the backside was able to pick him up, and he made the hit with Najee. And for a minute, I thought, I'm not sure Najee was down. They must have blown the whistle. But I don't see where...
Well, he certainly didn't think he was down.
No, he didn't think he was down, and from up here, it did look like he was down.
Ball at the 9-yard line. Approaching 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Steelers looking to cut into a 14-point deficit. Wilson is under center. Still has Harris as the lone setback. Play action pass, rolling out to his left. Going to throw underneath. It is complete, but no gain in the left flat as Jefferson is wrestled down by Cooper DeJean, the rookie.
That's a nice play by Cooper DeJean. You got a little reverse rollout. You got Russell Wilson throwing to Van Jefferson out in the flat. Cooper DeJean was not fooled at all and able to close very quickly as he gained ground on Van Jefferson before the catch, making it a more than easy tackle for him.
So now Wilson in the shotgun. He has Jalen Warren to his left. Under 3 minutes remaining here in this first half. Austin motions left to right. 3 receivers split out this way. Steelers 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this drive. Facing a 3rd and goal. Wilson gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Going to loft. And for the end zone, it is hauled in. It is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth in the end zone.
Oh, the Muth is Luth right here in Lincoln Financial Field. What a great route to the flag corner. A perfectly placed ball. I'm telling you, that was just inches from being knocked down. Freiermuth going up high. You got those strong hands catching the ball and bringing it down. Gadzooks, what a fantastic play that was.
And the strong hands, the key. Had to wait for a second because C.J. Gardner-Johnson was right there with him. But Freiermuth hauls it in for his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the extra point attempt is up. And that kick is off the crossbar and good for Chris Boswell, off the upright, I should say, the right upright. And they'll take it as the deficit is cut to 17-10. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
I mean, when you've already broken your own record, you might as well practice chip shot field goals by doinking it off the corner and in. Ricochet shots are legal. They're legal. But the one thing that needed to happen in this drive did. The Steelers needed to answer the momentum of the Eagles by going down and working it down the field and getting a score of their own. Great job, diversity in the running game, bringing in Justin Fields as a changeup to really spark them. Ben Skoranek, I don't know who had that on their bingo card, and he was going to get the first down for the Steelers in this contest. But that's just a tough-nosed, tough-minded individual that does it in all phases, does not make any frills about it. And then, of course, right there, Pat Freiermuth, red zone target. Steelers needed to use that earlier, but I'm glad they started seeing him. Would love to see a little bit more action from Darnell and Connor Hayward, but a great job on that drive, capturing this momentum and now turning this back into a one-score game with a little over 2.5 minutes to go. Back to you guys.
Max, thank you very much. Today's first half sideline reports are brought to you by BetMGM. Enter BetMGM's Decade of Black and Gold sweepstakes for a shot to win Steelers season tickets to Steelers home games for the next 10 years. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Kickoff is going to be taken out of the end zone, and this is Gainwell. Starts to the left, cuts back to the right, finds some room, cuts back up the middle of the field, and is taken down right at the 30-yard line. So that is where the Eagles will have the ball. 2:28 remaining in the first half. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Steelers have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Keep in mind, Eagles won the toss, elected to defer. They will get the ball first to begin the second half. And you know they're thinking 2 scores here, Wolf.
Yeah, they're thinking of the double tap, the double score. Listen, you've got to be able to stuff these guys and get off the field here without any more damage. They've answered the initial momentum surge. Now, can they get off the field without incurring any more?
Saquon Barkley was being attended to earlier. That's why we didn't see him in that last goal line situation, and Gainwell remains in at the running back position. He gets the handoff, will try the right side and pick up a couple out to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's interesting because Saquon Barkley, as we know, is such a talent, such a great player. And for him, well, it looks like he's standing along the sidelines there, and he, well, could be ready to go.
So a 3-yard pickup, and the Steelers elect to use a timeout here. Very aggressive with 2:22 remaining. 2nd and 7, ball at the 33-yard line. You're obviously playing along here thinking, hey, let's get a stop. Let's get the ball back. Let's score ourselves here and cut into this deficit, maybe even tie the game up before halftime.
No question about it. One of the things that we've noticed this first half is that, again, and we've talked about, Max and I were talking about it all week long. We talked about it in the pregame. Kinger, you and I were talking about Pat Freiermuth and what he means to tonight. He's obviously a guy that needed to step forward in the absence of George Pickens, and he is one of those guys that can really make a huge difference.
He continues to make a huge difference for the Steelers, no question about that, as he has now scored a touchdown in 3 consecutive games, his 6th touchdown of the season. Hurts is in the shotgun. Has Gainwell to his right on a 2nd and 7 ball at the 33-yard line. The Eagles moving left to right in front of us. Hurts gets the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming up. Now he's going to run. He's tripped up by T.J. Watt right at the line of scrimmage. Heck of a play by T.J. Watt, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 7.
And that's the importance of maintaining shoulder level on a pass rush. You got Lane Johnson. You rush up the field. The pressure comes off the right side. It makes Jalen Hurts run, start towards the line of scrimmage. Don't overrun the arc. You got to make sure you're there to come underneath.
Now it's time for the 2-minute warning timeout, brought to you by Pond Lahaki Giordano. Injured at work or in an accident? Call Pond Lahaki today for a free consultation. Their expert legal team will help you every step of the way and get you and your family back on track. Eagles facing a 3rd and 7. When we return with the score, the Eagles 17, the Steelers 10. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next chance to skip the trip. Thanks to Mobile Deposit, the easy way to deposit checks from your phone. The next way to split the bill. With Zelle, the app that lets you safely send money to just about anyone. Even the next contact-free shopping spree. Simply add your Northwest Visa credit card to your mobile wallet. It's all part of Northwest Checking, with 3 flexible options to fit your life. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com, member FDIC.
At McClellan's Contracting and Roofing, we're more than just roofing. From protecting your home's exterior to transforming your interior. Guided by our values of teamwork, integrity, excellence, and discipline, or as we say, TIDE, our mission is to deliver honest, transparent, and high-quality work. Whether it's a roof repair, a kitchen renovation, or a whole home upgrade. If our name goes on it, we stand behind it so you can stand in it. Visit us at McClellan'sRoofing.com.
Meet Steelers tight end Pat Freiermuth every Tuesday night at the Giant Eagle Market District in Robinson. Chalk Talk is the only live radio show in the city featuring a current Steelers player and takes place on Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m., airing on 102.5 DVE. Not only can you meet Pat, but you can register to win a pair of Steelers tickets each and every week. Winner must be present. Chalk Talk with Pat Freiermuth is Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Giant Eagle Market District in Robinson.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of Two-A-Days, dedication, comeback wins, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Mike Tomlin Show is coming up on 102.5 DVE.
At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles leading the Steelers 17-10, 2-minute warning. The Eagles have a 3rd and 7 from their own 33-yard line. For now, they're calling that a sack on T.J. Watt, so that would be his 6th 10-sack season, 10.5 right now for T.J. Watt.
Just adding to the Hall of Fame resume.
Hurts in the shotgun. Steelers showing 5-man pressure, 3 receivers split to the left. And it looks like an early movement there from Lane Johnson, the 5-time Pro Bowler, moved a little early there, so this will make it a little more difficult for the Eagles. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Number 65, offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, he's got to deal with Trent Jordan Watt across from him there.
Exactly. I'd want all the advantage I could get, even if I was Lane Johnson.
Well, this is interesting now. The ball at the 28-yard line, 3rd and 12 for the Eagles, right at the 2-minute warning. Steelers still have 2 timeouts remaining, as do the Eagles. No Charles Barkley out there. Hurts in the shotgun. The Steelers showing 5-man pressure. They will bring 4. I beg your pardon, Saquon Barkley. Now backside, here comes T.J. Watt with a sack from the backside. Well, if the other one didn't count, that one surely did. Back at the 16-yard line as Watt, 2 sacks. Clutch effort on this drive. A 12-yard loss as Steelers will let the clock continue to run here, and the ball is all the way back at the 16-yard line.
I'm amazed that Jalen Hurts even hung onto the ball. I mean, that was a tomahawk chop from over top of his head. What a great rush by T.J. Watt. Man, oh man, that was something. You talk about blowing the doors off a Pro Bowler. Lane Johnson, what a terrific offensive tackle, had the backside, and T.J. was able to beat him around that. And I'm telling you, I don't know how.
I agree.
How Hurts managed to hang on to that ball.
30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 1:29. 1:29 in the game clock.
So minute 29 as the Steelers use their 2nd timeout. Ball's back at the 16-yard line. And I totally agree. Watt just blew around Lane Johnson. Hurts never saw him coming and somehow was able to not fumble that football.
Did you ever see the Bugs Bunny cartoon when it was Hassan Chop and he comes down with I mean, that's exactly what it was.
Here's Mann ready to punt it away, and Mann's kick is a short end-over-end boot. Austin says, get away from it. It lands at the 50. It spins back to the 45-yard line, and that's the 45-yard line of the Eagles. Just a 29-yard punt. As we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max.
Guys, momentum shift here. We thought it was a little gutsy for Mike Tomlin to call that timeout on the north side of that 2-minute warning, but nobody also anticipated the fact that there would be 2 sacks back-to-back by T.J. Watt, one for a 0 gainer and then, of course, a 12-yarder. So now you put yourself in position to at least put points on the board. So hopefully that momentum continues here, since you know that the Eagles get the ball at the start of the next half. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Max. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Back, looking right now. Throws it over the middle of the field. Freiermuth once again. Oh, Freiermuth lost the football, but recovered it. Whew, at the 32-yard line. Whoa. Ball squirted loose, but he pounced on top of it. And now the Steelers will look to hurry up as we approach the 1-minute mark remaining in the first half. First down after that 13-yard pickup. Wilson gets a snap, throws out, and again it's Freiermuth, and Freiermuth tumbling to the ground. And the Eagles think it's incomplete, but the Steelers are marching to the line of scrimmage after a completed call with the ball spotted now at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back move. That's exactly what you need.
And now the replay is going to come in.
Previous play is under review.
Tough to say. The replay review is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Tough to say live. You could see the ball moving around, but whether he got to the ground.
If you watch it, as he's out there, as he hits the ground, that's when the ball came loose.
He was transferring the ball from left to right, but it looked like it was on the move.
Well, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
But this is exactly where they need to go with the ball. You know, I mean, aside from the fact that this one may be negated, the fact is Freiermuth is a guy that you can get that ball to. And, you know, irregardless of how this turns out, he's normally a very sure-handed guy.
Well, I guess the question now, you got the football move and all the two steps in the football move.
Yeah.
Looked like he got that to me, Wolf. Initially, I
thought it was a reception, and I thought he fumbled. The ground can't cause a fumble.
I would not have been surprised initially if this had been overturned, because you could see the ball moving around as he went to the ground. But we're looking at the replay now. Looked like 3 steps. He was transferring the ball from his left arm to his right arm. That's where it squirted out and hit the ground.
Right.
After review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Second down. Please reset the game clock to 56 seconds.
All right.
Of course, that was my fault, because I'm sitting there going, oh, that's a complete pass. I jinxed him.
Yep, so Wilson had completed 6 in a row prior to that incompletion there, as he is sharpening up here, and the Steelers waiting to move to the line of scrimmage. The officials have not set the ball yet. It should be at the 32-yard line, 56 seconds remaining, and a 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Well within Chris Boswell field goal range, of course. Steelers moving right to left in front of us.
Well, I like the fight coming back.
By the way, in case you're wondering, the Eagles have 2 timeouts remaining. The Steelers down to 1 now. Wilson in the shotgun has Warren to his right. Eagles bring 4-man. And down goes Wilson. Back at the 43-yard line. Sacked by Nolan Smith, an 11-yard loss. And the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. I believe it's the Steelers who called that timeout.
You can't do that. You got to throw that ball away, but I don't think Russ even saw him. Came from the right-hand side that was around Broderick Jones.
Well, he had Warren open in the left flat and wanted to throw the ball to him. Would have been a pickup, a pretty good pickup if he'd been able to get rid of it, but he was unable to get rid of it. And now you're marched back to the point where this becomes very questionable territory, whether you'd even want to try a field goal from 61 yards or thereabouts.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's going to be tough, but I don't think you have a choice. If you can get enough yardage to get you back towards that 35-yard line.
3rd and 21 from the 43. I would think that would be the first order of business. Get it into Boswell field goal range. Wilson has Warren to his right. Eagles showing 4-man rush. 2 receivers split to each side as Wilson gets the snap. The Eagles bring 4, quick throw. Calvin Austin makes the grab, tumbles down to the 30-yard line with his first reception of the game. And the ball will be marked actually at the 31-yard line. And the Eagles will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 41 seconds left.
Nice job, Calvin Austin. Getting that ball over the middle. Concentrate, making sure you tuck that thing away. Love watching that young man play. That's a lot of speed. He's a young guy. I foresee a lot more coming from him as the season progresses and his career progresses.
23 receptions, 4 touchdowns coming in, 16.8 yards per reception for Calvin Austin.
That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed.
Not the biggest guy, but very tough.
Very tough, yes, indeed. We've already seen him.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line of the Eagles. Boswell tamping down the grass with his right foot, showing Corliss Waitman exactly where he wants it to be spotted. It's going to be a 49-yard attempt, right to left. If there is any breeze here tonight, and it's very slight, it is moving into Chris Boswell's face. About a 6-mile-an-hour wind. Waitman looks back. Boswell nods his head. Here's the snap, and here's the boot, and that kick is on its way. And that kick is drilled through by Chris Boswell. What a weapon for the Steelers. 2 more field goals, and the Steelers have clawed back. Once down 17-3. Now it's 17-13 as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max.
You're right. Clawback is exactly what it is. The defense has done a great job. 2 turnovers in this half. Big sacks that put the Steelers in good position, especially with that bad punt on the last possession for the Eagles. But it's still over 100 yards difference in total yardage of mass. The Eagles have 134 yards to the Steelers 46 in the passing department, and they slightly edge them out in the rushing department 50-34. But like you said, these games aren't supposed to be pretty. They're not supposed to be stat riddled. This is an ugly game. This is a physical game with 2 very physical lines on offense and defense, and this is kind of what you expect. Now the big thing is have this defense finish it off these last 37 seconds, get into the locker room, and then then, of course, regroup for the second half where Philly starts out this game. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, Max. 37 seconds remaining. The Eagles still do have a timeout as Chris Boswell sets the ball at the 35-yard line. So you can see what the Eagles are thinking. Hey, maybe we can still get those 2 scores.
No doubt about it. You know,
here's Boswell, the run-up and the boot. And it is going to be taken by Gainwell at the 3-yard line. Head of steam. He heads up the middle of the field, and he is going to be hit at the 30, but eludes a tackler, and now Skoranek and others are able to grab him, but a pretty good return out to the 35-yard line. That did take a lot of time, though. So the 32-yard return has the Eagles with the ball at the 34-yard line, but just 28 seconds remain in this first half.
Well, they came to a group hit on them, and they just let it bounce. Maybe they were just rubbing off a little more time. That's all.
Well, they'll take it because that's maybe a play's worth of time to get them an extra 3 yards. They're going to mark this ball at the 35-yard line on the right hash. 28 seconds remaining. Eagles up 17-13. Steelers trying to get to halftime. I think this would be a bit of a moral victory here if they can be down only 4 after trailing by 14 earlier in this quarter. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Steps up. Trouble. And down he goes. And Highsmith is going to get credit with a sack back at the 27-yard line.
With a great assist from the other side of the defense. You got a nice twist stunt by Alex Highsmith. Beats his man around the corner. And it goes right into Jalen Hurts. Terrific job.
Boy, Highsmith and Watt coming on in this game for the Steelers defensively. That is the end of the second quarter, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a score, the Eagles 17, the Steelers 13. The UPMC halftime report is up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
From last-second game-winning field goals to 98-yard kickoff returns, football is exciting. But as the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, PNC prefers to be steady and boring, like a solid ground game that eats up the clock. A strategy that scored a lot of financial wins over the last 160 years. And while our customers may not wear our name on the back of jerseys, Steelers fans can get 20% off regularly priced merchandise with the Pittsburgh Steelers PNC Bank debit card. A pretty exciting option play if you ask us. Find out more at pnc.com/SteelersCard. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Black and gold, baby! This year, us diehard Steeler fans, we dress up in our gear no matter the weather, no matter the opponent.
We gather with our friends and family, and we'll cheer our team to victory!
But only one of you gets the opportunity to claim honor of the most passionate fan. We offer you the chance to win the Steelers Edition F-150. All you need to do is register at neighborhoodfordstore.com. Ford F-150.
The official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers!
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2024. Brought to you in part by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation, by Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. By McClellan's Contracting and Roofing. If our name goes on it, we stand behind it so you can stand in it. By your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Pepsi, the official soft drink sponsor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by RE/MAX Select Realty, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
Welcome to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wes Euler with you here at Lincoln Financial Field, where it's Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 13 after 30 minutes. The Steelers' first half recap is brought to you by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and brilliantly boring since 1865. Steelers started with the football. They went 3 and out, a reoccurring theme there for the majority of the first half. Eagles ensuing possession, 7 plays, 54 yards. Jake Elliott true from 34 yards away. And just over 5 minutes into this one, it was 3-0 Philadelphia. Then a odd sequence. The Steelers defense with only 5 guys on the field, only 10 guys on the field. TJ Watt forces a fumble on Jalen Hurts. The Steelers defense recover, but they go 3 and out on the Eagles side of the field and have to punt. But then the Eagles, Cooper DeJean fumbling on the punt return, set the Steelers up in the red zone. A personal foul backs them up. They end up settling for a Chris Boswell field goal from 37 yards. We're tied at 3 apiece. And then the Eagles got humming. That passing game that we've heard so much about was alive. 6-play, 70-yard drive. Jalen Hurts finds A.J. Brown from 5 yards out. That, at the end of the first quarter, made it 10-3 Philly. And then about 6 minutes into the second quarter, a 9-play, 45-yard drive. Hurts finding his other talented wide receiver, this time Devonta Smith from 2 yards out. 17-3 Eagles, and at this point, the Steelers had no first downs. It felt ugly. But just what the doctor needed when they needed. An 11-play, 70-yard drive to get back into this one. Russell Wilson finding Pat Freiermuth from 9 yards out.
Wilson gets the snap, back to pass, looking, going to loft, and for the end zone, it is hauled in. It is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth in the end zone.
And a great combat catch there by Pat Freiermuth to haul that one in. The Steelers were back in it. They would get a 3 and out, a quick one on the Eagles, and then before the end of the half, able to get in field goal range, and Chris Boswell does what he does from 49 yards out, and suddenly a game that felt like it was getting away very quick. It's just a 4-point game at the half. We'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard when we return on the other side. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
All right, what's the best way to bank? At FNB, we think it's best left up to you. It's an approach we call clicks to bricks, and it means an unbeatable experience no matter how you bank. With the FNB eStore, you can shop for multiple financial products, in-branch, online, or on the go. And with the eStore Common App, check out with one easy application. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. FNB member FDIC.
Hey Pittsburgh, there's never been a better time to buy than right now during our Red Tag sales event. Hi, this is Tim Calusi with Calusi Chevrolet.
And I'm Megan Calusi. Right now, qualified buyers can save over $7,800 on select Silverado pickups in stock. Must qualify.
And you can buy and service with confidence at Calusi Chevrolet, knowing we've been serving customers for 106 years.
Visit us online at Calusi.com. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Workers Local Union number 3. They don't go to the office, they build it. And if you call today at 412-471-4535, you can schedule a tour of the Ironworkers Apprenticeship. It's 412-471-4535. Now's the time to climb higher, secure your future, and develop the skills necessary to become an ironworker. Earn good pay and great benefits while establishing an exciting career, not just a job. Apply today. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com.
If you love mouth-watering USDA choice steaks, tender chicken, savory seafood, and tasty sandwiches served with endless fries, then roll into a Haas's Steak and Sea House near you. Enjoy their famous all-you-care-to-eat fresh soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar with 100-plus items for only $9.99 Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. That's right, $9.99, dine-in only, no other discounts apply.
Haas's Steak and Sea House. Haas's is hospitality.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
Back at the link in South Philadelphia, where it's the Eagles 17, the Steelers 13 at the half. Let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard. It's brought to you by Number One Cochran, the preferred auto group of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rest of the league looking like this. Some games earlier of note. Kansas City goes to Cleveland and wins 21-7. But the big story from that game, Patrick Mahomes exits with an ankle injury, which means Carson Wentz could be up for the next couple weeks, including that Christmas Day trip for the Chiefs to Pittsburgh. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Houston takes down Miami 20-12 at home. Baltimore goes to MetLife there, not far from here in North Jersey, and they take care of the Giants 35-14. Going on right now, Indianapolis up 13-7 in Denver. Buffalo, another big matchup. They're up 21-14 on the Lions at the half. And then Cincinnati in action Monday night. Chicago is your Monday night football game. They will take on Minnesota. Seattle hosts Green Bay tonight for Sunday night primetime. We'll break down our first half stats when we return on the other side. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Are you handy with tools? You might make a good maintenance technician at Presbyterian Senior Care Network. That's where I work, and I love it. Our residents so appreciate the work that I do. It's like having 100 grandparents, and they treat me just like I'm their grandson. Making them smile makes it all worthwhile.
Get a hands-on career at our beautiful independent living apartments in the Pittsburgh area. Presbyterian Senior Care Network, making aging easier. Apply at srcare.org today. Right now is the best time to sell your current home or buy your next one. Don't gamble with your largest asset. It's more important than ever to partner with the right real estate team. At RE/MAX Select Realty, our experienced full-time realtors will help remove the stresses of rising interest rates, multiple offers, and low inventory. Don't miss this limited opportunity to save on your next move. Call 724-933-6300. RE/MAX Select Realty, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's Greg Wolfley from my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. The Clearview team is here to help you score your financial goals and support our community. Clearview is always upping their game for those in need. Through Touchdowns for Hope, these pros will donate $500 to the Light of Life Rescue Mission for every black and gold touchdown scored this season. Now that's what makes a real winning team. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Shopping for a new or certified pre-owned car? Think South. South Hills Kia on Route 19 in Peters Township has your deal this month. The all-new 2025 Kia K4 LXS starting at $185 for 24 months with $34.99 to its signing. Or the 2025 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive starting at $199 for 24 months with $34.99 to its signing. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles per year. Expires January 2nd, 2025. Visit southhillskia.net for details.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
It's the Eagles 17, the Steelers 13. Halftime here at Lincoln Financial Field. Let's take a look at some first half stats. They're brought to you by Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. Russell Wilson, 9 of 16, 67 yards, the one touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth. He also leads the way for the Steelers on the ground, does Russell Wilson. 3 attempts for 13 yards. Tough sledding for everyone else. Justin Fields, 1 rushing attempt for 8 yards. Najee Harris, 5 for 7. Jalen Warren, 3 for 6. Pat Freiermuth leading the way through the air, 3 receptions, 22 yards, and the touchdown. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, efficient, effective first half, other than the fumble. 12 of 13, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, after a tumultuous week, he's got 5 receptions for 65 yards and a touchdown. Devonta Smith, 4 for 33 and a touchdown. But something to keep an eye on here in the second half. Saquon Barkley was out for Philadelphia those last couple drives. Gainwell in for the Eagles. Saquon, 7 carries, 31 yards before he exited the game. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Team stats quickly before we get out of here. 6 first downs for the Steelers, 10 for the Eagles. Steelers 3 of 9 on third down conversions. Philly 4 of 7. And total net yards. This is a big one for it being as close as it is. After 30 minutes, the Eagles have 176 yards. The Steelers just 80. But it is a 4-point game. Eagles will receive the ball when we return. Thanks to Caliente Pizza and Draft House for feeding our crew today back at Studio HQ. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, the pizza of champions. I'm Wes Schuler, and you've been listening to the UPMC Halftime Report. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second half kickoff is coming up right after this. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
With more than 100 diverse consulting offerings, Schneider Downs doesn't focus on what service to provide, but rather what problems they can help you solve. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management, and financial advisory. Learn more at schneiderdowns.com.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Don's has the region's largest selection of in-stock appliances from brands like GE, Profile, and Cafe. Get free next-day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Don'sAppliances.com. For black and gold fans, shop for appliances.
If you're a fan of game-winning drives, number 1 Cochran Kia has your keys to victory. Choose from our all-pro lineup of new vehicles like the K4, Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride. Then score great savings with our monthly lease and finance offers. And when it comes to getting the star treatment, our clearly better car buying experience is second to none. Visit number 1 Cochran Kia in Robinson or shop online at cochrankia.com.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2024. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Bet Rivers Online Casino and Sportsbook. It's a whole new game. By S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By South Hills Jeep, celebrating 50 years in the South Hills. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. By Doing It Right Roofing, Siding, and Remodeling. Home of the Lifetime Workmanship Warranty. By Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at the Steelers Pro Shop at shop.steelers.com. By UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
Lincoln Financial Field, second half ready to begin. The Steelers trailing 17-13, kicking off right to left. Today's second half preview is brought to you by PA Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Here's Boswell with the boot, and Gainwell, a yard deep, will take a knee. And we will go downstairs to Missy Matthews. Missy.
Well, guys, Coach Tomlin said his message to his team at halftime was the Eagles owned the first 30 minutes. It's time now for us to own ours. He also said in terms of the defense, he wants them to adjust better when the Eagles are doing specialized things, and that's something he'll keep an eye out here. Upstairs to you.
Missy, thank you very much. And of big note, Saquon Barkley is checked back into the ball game. So he was absent for much of that second quarter. And whatever he was dealing with, he's back on the field. He is in the pistol formation behind Jalen Hurts. Ball set on the right hash. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Now man in motion, turn and give to Barkley off the left side, and Barkley is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt came crashing down the line of scrimmage, and Cam Hayward was there as well for the stop.
Well, the beautiful part is what you just saw was the fact that you can build a wall on the front side and then squeeze from the back side. T.J. Watt squeezing along with Cam Hayward, building the wall with some of his compadres, did a nice job there.
Give Keanu Benton credit as well, and in that stop. Hurts gets the snap, back to pass, looking, and now the pocket being pushed back. He's going to escape out to the left. He's going to find some room, scoot out of bounds across the 40, and get to the 41-yard line, a first down on a 9-yard scramble by Jalen Hurts.
Well, you had strong pressure from the inside, and they were able to bottle in the outside edge rushers for the Steelers, and then Jalen Hurts just took it up the sidelines there, having no one to really be able to account for him there once he got into the flat.
No huddle, pistol formation. Now Hurts will wander up to the line of scrimmage, will communicate with his offensive lineman. Saquon Barkley in tow. Now both will backpedal and remain in the pistol formation. Hurts gets the snap, turns and gives to Barkley. He'll try the left side, and he is tripped up by Isaiah Loudermilk, still able to lunge forward and pick up about 3 yards out to the 44-yard line.
Oh, nice job, Isaiah Loudermilk. You're playing off a big guy there, right? You come off, you stuff the offensive lineman, able to disengage and then get to your gap responsibilities. And you got Pat Queen coming along just to make sure he's down.
And a Landon Roberts. The one thing about Barkley, you better make sure he's down because he can break some big runs. And the Steelers are able to stop him there for a 3-yard pickup. Opening drive of the second half. 13-20 and counting remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles face a second and seven, I beg your pardon. Smith in motion, left to right, now gets the ball out on the right flat, and he's going to be tackled by Pierre, but not until he picks up a first down across the 50 and down to the 48 of the Steelers. By the way, Dante Jackson has been ruled out of this game. That's Pierre who makes the stop there, so Pierre is going to see a lot of time at cornerback here for the Steelers.
Indeed. That's a shame, losing Dante.
Shotgun formation for Hurts. Again, no Deshaun Elliott in this game either. Cordy Trice has been ruled out. Steelers thin in the secondary. Play action pass right out to the right to Calcaterra, the tight end. And Calcaterra is going to pick up a first down. Flag comes flying in late behind the play. And Devontae Smith looks like he doesn't agree with whatever this call is. So perhaps this would be against the Eagles to negate a 12-yard pickup. Let's see.
Well, it looked like DeMonte Casey was flips.
Pass interference, number 6, offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Yeah, DeMonte Casey was correct. We got a little skullduggery going on. Got a little rub route.
Yep.
Only it was a pick. That's why they call it a rub route, because if they called it a pick, then it would be illegal.
It would be illegal.
And that would be illegal right there.
And the ball is going to be marched back to the 43-yard line of the Eagles, where it will be 1st and 20 with 12:35 and counting remaining in the third quarter. Eagles up 17-13. Steelers looking for a stop here on the opening possession of the second half at Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles in the green uniforms moving left to right in front of us. Hurts extends the hands. Now we'll move Barkley out wide to the left. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking right, looking left. Now stepping up in the pocket. Rolling out to the right. Throwing flag behind the play. And incomplete. And maybe a holding penalty here. Boy, Steelers wouldn't mind seeing this be 1st and 30, would they, Wolf?
Keep moving them back, indeed. You get a hot pass rush. You got Nick Herbig coming around the corner and Lane Johnson. I don't know who it was, but it looked like there was...
Holding, number 56, offense. The penalty is declined. It's second down.
Well, they take 2nd and 20 as opposed to 1st and 30.
Exactly so. Indeed, you draw a little penalty like that, and it'd be,
they'll take it. 2nd and 20.
Exactly.
So penalty is declined. And the ball at the 42-yard line of the Eagles. Gainwell is checked in. He is to the left of Hurts, and 3 receivers split to the left as well. Now A.J. Brown in motion left to right across the formation. Hurts gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking. Going to step up to the left and throws on the run. This is complete, and it's going to be enough for a first down. As Devontae Smith caught the ball, scooted up the field, and picked up 20, and it's a first down for the Eagles.
Oh, my goodness, and that looked far too easy. Jalen Hurts able to escape the pocket, climb towards the line of scrimmage, and then draw coverage to himself, which then left Devontae Smith open.
153 rating, nearly perfect for Jalen Hurts in that first half. Gets a snap, fakes, and now will go to the right and just slide down. Nothing there as the Steelers sniffed out that option play and stops him for no gain in the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Maybe a loss of a half a yard even.
Well, it was Peyton Wilson coming along, along with Minka Fitzpatrick to make the hit on Jalen Hurts on a little RPO action.
So 2nd and 10 with the ball at the 38-yard line of the Steelers. Landon Dickerson, the 2-time Pro Bowl left guard, is out of the game. And we will see if we can get you an update as Steen has checked in at the left guard position. 8th play of this drive for the Eagles. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. Hurts gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, going to throw over the middle of the field. Complete to Devontae Smith. Tackled immediately by Herbig, but it's going to be a pickup of about 4 to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Well, it's a nice job dropping into the zone. And you got a little window underneath, and Nick Herbig comes along and makes a good hit on the receiver, that being Devontae Smith in his window.
Eagles going no huddle here. Empty set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Steelers bring 4. Hurts gets a snap back, looks on the crossing pattern to Smith. He is tackled by Pierre. Excellent job right at the 30-yard line, and this is going to be a couple yards short of a first down, and we will see if Nick Sirianni wants to go for it or send the kicking unit out, and he does send the kicking unit out.
What a beautiful job by James Pierre sitting back in his zone, being able to see the play unfold as he got Devontae Smith running that crossing route, and a nice job of coming up making a good solid hit.
Well, Elliott, the 2021 Pro Bowler, has struggled some. Now, he has not made a field goal over 50 yards, but this one is going to be a 48-yard attempt from the far hash. Snap. Kick is up by Elliott, and that kick is through. It is good, and the Eagles have added to their lead. 9:40 remains in the third quarter from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues. Well, hang on a second now.
There's a flag.
There's a flag on the play, and is this going to be against the Steelers? If it is, you maybe take the points off the board and keep this drive alive. If it's against the Eagles, it's going to be marched, presumably 5 yards
on the
back.
Inside.
Oh, boy, it's against the Steelers.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 57 in the defense. For roughing the long snapper. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Montrevious Adams, back after missing the last 6 games with a knee injury, is going to be dinged with a very costly penalty here.
Wow, I saw somebody jump, but they must have gotten or stayed on side. Yeah, it was Dean Lowry jumped just a hair, but then Montrevious Adams. Wow. The snapper.
He was trying to split the
But he got hit
gap.
by the. Yeah, he was trying to hit and
was
left
driven
guard.
that way by the left guard. Yep.
That's unfortunate.
And the ball is going to be marked now at the 15-yard line on the left hash. So the Eagles' lead remains 4. They take the points off the board, and they're looking for more. Barkley is to the right of Hurts in the shotgun formation. Hurts will motion Smith behind the formation, gets a snap, and fakes to Barkley. Now will keep and throw backwards to Devontae Smith. And Smith is going to take the ball in the right flat and pick up maybe half a yard across the 15. I think this is probably going to be considered a running play because it looked backwards, Wolf.
It did indeed, but what a great play by Beanie Bishop, recognizing the RPO action as you've got Jalen Hurts running parallel to the line of scrimmage, throwing a screen out to like a wide receiver screen. And Beanie did a great job of holding the position right at the point of attack, then coming up and making the tackle. That's just a great job by a young man.
Call it a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9, just inside the 15-yard line. The ball now on the right hash. Barkley is to the right of Hurts in the shotgun. Devontae Smith in motion right to left. Hurts gets the snap, back to pass. Steelers bringing some pressure. Hurts moves out to the left, flag behind the play, throws towards the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. And so again, we will see what the Steelers decide to do because this is in that area you would expect it to be holding on the Eagles.
Indeed, Jalen Hurts was able to escape the pocket to his left.
Holding, number 56, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
This is the backup guard again with another holding call. That's 2 in one drive, I believe.
So Tyler Steen, the left guard, in for Landon Dickerson, who's been to the last 2 Pro Bowls.
Oh, my goodness.
A big fistful of Cam Hayward's jersey.
Yeah, well, I can understand. You're holding on to Captain Cam. Well, he's driving you backwards. It's a difficult assignment for a young buck. But certainly that was a great rush by Cam.
So very interesting now on a 2nd and 20, 2nd and 19, all the way back at the 25-yard line. And Hurts in the shotgun has Gainwell to his right. Hurts will give on the delay to Gainwell up the middle of the field, and he is tripped up. Patrick Queen in the backfield, and then Minkah Fitzpatrick finishes him off after a 1-yard gain down to the 23-yard line, and it is going to be 3rd and 18.
Oh, what a great job by Patrick Queen. You talk about he sees, he keys in, he explodes like a sneeze. Good grief, man. That's just a great job of shooting the gap, recognizing, again, the running play, and being able to discern that, and then making the hit.
12th play of the drive. 6 minutes and 42 seconds and counting here on this drive for the Eagles, the opening drive of the second half. They're up 17-13. Calcaterra moves in motion right to left. 2 receivers split to each side for Hurts. Back to pass. Looking, has some time, now going to backpedal, moves forward, now trying to scoot out to the right, moving on the run. He's going to loft towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. Just wanted to throw that one away to avoid the sack. And so now we'll see about this Eagles strategy here. They will try a field goal once again. Remember, they took 3 points off the board.
Right.
And let's see whether they get those 3 points back now on this field goal attempt from Elliott.
I can't believe there wasn't one holding call on that whole lateral pursuit of Jalen Hurts. I mean, great googly moogly. You got guys whose shoulder pads are pointing up straight up in the air like a field goal. And no holding call.
7:55 remains here in the third quarter. 41-yard attempt from the far hash for Elliott. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and that kick is in fact good. So the 3 points remain. 7:52 remaining here in the third quarter from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues with the score: the Eagles 20 and the Steelers 13.
Sometimes even the toughest of us need a little TLC. If you're a Steelers linebacker, that might be a jump in the whirlpool to let the muscles relax after a hard-fought win. If you're driving a Ford, it's a trip to your local dealership for the Works service package. Have your tires rotated and your pressure checked. Top off fluids. Check the brakes, the battery, filters, belts, and hoses. They call it the Works for a reason. And when your car is on its game, you can be on yours. Only at your neighborhood Ford store.
Welcome to Irvin Works, just one of 3 U.S. steel plants here in the Mon Valley.
That's union steelworking veteran Mark Schuler talking about the place he has worked for 29 years.
I'm 4th generation steel. I'd like it to remain here.
And approving Nippon Steel's partnership with U.S. Steel is what these plants need to keep running. It's not just unionized workers. It's also the towns they live and work in that need the deal to go through.
Towns like ours depend on these plants.
That's a former union worker and current mayor of Clairton, Rich Latanzi. Towns like his and others in our region will all benefit from the partnership. Here's 44-year union veteran Andy Macy.
Nippon Steel has committed $1 billion in upgrades for the Mon Valley alone.
Keeping U.S. Steel in the Mon Valley keeps union jobs in the Mon Valley.
U.S. Steel and Nippon Steel, the future of American steel.
Welcome to Pond Lehocky Giordano, one of the largest workers' compensation law firms in the country. We know the playbook on injury law. It's how we've helped over 100,000 injured and disabled workers obtain benefits. And we know we can do the same for you. Even better, you don't pay a dime until we win your case. One conversation is all it takes to help you and your family get back on track. For any legal needs, give Pond Lehocky a call.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Get ready for the next game with the Steelers Preview Show Thursday nights at 7. Mike Pursuta, Merrill Hodge, and Matt Williamson give you the best team coverage on WDVE Pittsburgh.
The Eagles take the second and half opening kickoff, and in 7 minutes and 8 seconds, they march down the field, get a field goal. Took one off the board after a Steelers penalty, then hit the 41-yarder from Elliott, and they lead 20-13, getting set to kick off left to right here. And the Steelers offense began to find its groove there in that second quarter, Wolf.
Indeed. Now they got to pick up where they left off and be able to recapture that traction that they were putting on the field.
Does this feel like, if you're an offensive player, like it's been forever since you've been out there running a play?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no question about that.
Here's a boot by Elliott, and it's going to bound into the end zone, and it's going to be taken by Cordero Patterson on the hop, and he's going to take a knee, and the ball will be out at the 30-yard line as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
All right, guys. Great drive by the defense to stall out the Eagles. And, of course, after getting that penalty, which I would argue is a little ticky-tack for Montravius because he tried to split the guard and the long snapper in the A-gap, tried to make a jump at the ball, but then landed awkwardly into the player, so they called that as roughing the long snapper. I guess they get different rules for them versus normal people. But offensively, great opportunity here to build on this momentum, see what they learned in the stadium or in the locker room to go and counter this attack. Back to you.
Max, thank you very much. Wilson is under center, has Jalen Warren as the lone setback. Turns, pitches to Warren. Now it's going to be a flea flicker. Back to Wilson. Looking, going to throw deep to Calvin Austin, who makes a tumbling grab inside Eagles territory down at the 39-yard line. A 31-yard strike on the flea flicker from Wilson to Austin.
How about that? You got trickeration, or is it gadgetration? Either one of them means that you got Calvin Austin getting behind Zach Braun, the linebacker, and doing a great job of focusing, catching that ball, and bringing it down. What a great way to start off the drive.
Third reception, 49 yards for Calvin Austin. Warren remains in as a lone setback. Wilson taps each side of the helmet as he looks up and down the line of scrimmage. He is under center. He gets the snap. He turns, he gives to Warren, and Warren off the right side finds a burst and a hole, and it's going to pick up about 6 yards across the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's just a nice job of everybody getting on their zone path, doing their bucket step, taking a little angle, and then coming off the ball and mangulating somebody that's in their way. Beautiful job. Isaac Suomalo got a hat on Nakobe Dean, and would have been, if he could have gotten a little bit more, we might have had a bigger hole.
2nd and 4, tightly bunched formation to the right. Now they will bring Michael Pruitt right left and goes back to the right again. Najee Harris, the lone setback. He'll get the handoff straight up the middle, cuts out to the right, and it's going to pick up first down yardage, lowers the shoulder, and gets inside the 30 and down to almost the 26-yard line.
Oh, sweet Marie, what a nice job. You take that handoff, and you got a little hop, skip, and jump. There's a little zig and zag. As you got Najee just putting a hand right on Jordan Davis, all 370 pounds of that dude, and dragging him with you.
6-yard pickup, similar formation, similar movement from Pruitt prior to the snap. Now Wilson will tap each side of the helmet. looks up and down the line of scrimmage, settles back under center. Under 6 minutes remaining as he pitches to Najee Harris. Lost the football, trying to track it down, and it's loose in the right flat, and the Eagles have recovered. Well, it looked like a good pitch, and it looked like Najee just took his eyes off it, and Darius Slay recovers the ball at the 26-yard line of the Eagles.
Oh, that is a stab to the heart. Oh, my goodness, that's a killer, Kinger.
5:50 remaining in the third quarter from Lincoln Financial Field. Steelers football continues with the score. The Eagles 20, the Steelers 13.
Check.
Check.
Check. Check.
Check? At West Aircom, we hear you loud and clear. Open your free and fee-free checking today. West Aircom Federal Credit Union is growing. Check out our brand new location in the Jackson Village Shopping Center in Zeleenople. We are here to help. Open your simply free checking account today. West Aircom, your community, your credit union.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? We understand and share many of the same Pittsburgh values: toughness, hard work, dedication. At the end of the day, the people who count on us care about one thing: results. That drives us, and it's why we win.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
This is the best-selling truck in America. And this is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both are capable of towing and hauling all you need for the ultimate game day tailgate. And both can help you score big. So go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win. And you might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
On the Steelers' first offensive drive of the second half, they turned the ball over. Eagles offense out on the field. An injury update, though, for you. Justin Fields has sustained an abdominal injury. His return to the game is questionable. Guys, I briefly saw him out here after halftime. I do not spot him now. Keep my eyes and ears posted and let you guys know.
Missy, thank you very much. And another injury update for the Eagles. Landon Dickerson is officially questionable to return with that knee injury. We saw him riding the exercise bike. He is not out there now. Tyler Steen, who has had his hands full with Cam Hayward, is in at the left guard position as the Eagles get the turnover on the fumble by Najee Harris. So rare to see him fumble. It was just a drop pitch. And the ball's at the 26-yard line, left hash. The Eagles, with 5:50 remaining here in this third quarter, enjoying a 20-13 lead. Hurts in the shotgun, and he has Saquon Barkley to his right. Herbig showing pressure. He comes off the left side. Hurts back to pass. Looking, throws out to the left flat. Incomplete. Intended for the 6'6" rookie Johnny Wilson. In the right flat, it is incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, a little game of cat and mouse here. You got Landon Roberts lining up in the A-gap, trying to play a little bit of mind games with Jalen Hurts, and at the snap, dropped back and drew coverage over the tight end. And fortunately, that was a missed throw, and all ended well for the Steelers.
Hurts has missed his last two. First time he's thrown back-to-back incompletions in this game. He has been razor sharp for the Eagles. Here's Barkley to his right in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gets the snap, back to pass. Looking, has time, surveys, now throws out into the left flat, and is complete to A.J. Brown. And Brown is going to turn upfield and be knocked out of bounds by Joey Porter Jr. across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, I can tell you this. I got over 3 Mississippi before that ball was launched, and I think I might have gotten close to 4 without maybe I got the Missy,
Well, you're trying to Missy Matthews.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, but just trying to go Mississippi.
Well, you're trying to get the pressure and not let him escape at the same time.
Oh, it's very difficult.
Trying to keep him bottled up. Now 3rd and 5. Steelers looking for a quick 3 and out here from the Eagles following that turnover. A.J. Brown in motion, left to right. Hurts gets the snap, back to pass, looking to the left, and it's going to be complete, and it's going to be close to first down yardage. Looks like it is enough to Smith, and it is. They'll move the chains. Wilson in coverage, Peyton Wilson, but just enough for a first down. And so the Eagles, with under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, get the first down.
Again, that's Devontae Smith finding those little windows underneath in the curl route.
Pistol formation. Hurts has Barkley behind him. Now we'll step up to the line of scrimmage. Barkley communicates with Hurts. Now we'll drop back into the pistol. Hurts licks the fingers, extends the hands, gets the snap. Turns, gives to Barkley. Barkley off the right side. Now going to cut back to the left and going to pick up positive yardage. An 8-yard gain before Montravius Adams slings him down at the 45-yard line.
Well, Mon Adams playing his gap. Got carried along a little bit there. You got behind Keanu Benton, then Mon Adams was able to slam him down. But, wow, there was a lot of room for him to roam for an inside handoff.
Call it a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Approaching the 4-minute mark remaining here in this third quarter. Hurts once again communicates to his offensive line, now drops back into the pistol. Barkley's behind him as he gets his snap, turns and gives to Barkley off the left side. Barkley going to bounce it outside, being chased from behind by Peyton Wilson, who gets him, but not till Barkley gets to midfield and picks up the first down after a 4-yard run.
Wow, I got to tell you, I'm impressed. I get it that he got the first down, but what a job by Peyton Wilson to accelerate and then drag him down from behind. That one was, you could almost earmark that for a bigger gain were it not for the speed of Peyton Wilson.
11 carries, 49 yards for Barkley, who's been a much better second-half runner for the Eagles. He's in motion, straight up the middle. Jalen Hurts, quarterback draw, makes a man miss, crosses the 30, and is finally caught by T.J. Watt down at the 27-yard line. A 23-yard run for Jalen Hurts.
One of the things you can't do is have undisciplined pass-rushing lanes. And right there, you saw a good example of how guys got in the B gaps. Nobody had the A gaps. That was completely wide open, and Jalen Hurts just took it and hooked it.
Looked like maybe a design run there for Hurts, who now, again, in the pistol formation, no huddle, will step up to the line of scrimmage. Now gestures hands with his palms down, out to the right and to the left, communicating something to his team. Now in the pistol, gets a snap. Play action pass. Back to pass, looking, throws over the middle of the field. It is complete to Barkley at the 22-yard line, a pickup of 5 over the middle of the field. And that'll be a 2nd and 5 from there.
Well, indeed, you get pass rushing, getting up, spinning underneath. Nobody was able to close on him fast enough, and just, again, taking what you can get, and that's just a pitch and catch.
Barkley to the right of Hurts in the shotgun formation. Tight end to the right. 3 receivers split to the left of the formation. The snap and the give to Barkley off the left side. Barkley finds some room. Barkley spins forward across the 17 down to the 16-yard line, and a first down pickup of 6 before Minkah Fitzpatrick can make the stop.
And you're seeing this huge, ginormous offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles being able to start to impose their will on the Steelers' defense here. This is a difficult position to be in right now.
Well, you would love to at least hold the Eagles to a field goal. Steelers have only had 1 possession in this second half thus far. 9th play of this drive for the Eagles. Another long drive as Barkley gets the handoff going left, and he is stood up by Cam Hayward right at the 15-yard line. Pickup of a yard is all for Barkley.
Nice job by Captain Cam, being able to lock out on the offensive lineman over him, and then being able to disengage, come off, and make the hit. Again, the point of attack, being able to maintain your ground and keep locked out, not burying your face in the chest of the offensive lineman over you. You got to be able to see. You got to be able to disengage.
The Eagles have possessed the ball for over 12 minutes this quarter. 2 long drives, the first resulting in a field goal. The Steelers, I'm sure, would accept a field goal right now on this second drive. 2nd and 9. Hurts gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking left now. In trouble. And now being chased from the backside. Slips out of the knot. And now backpedaling. Will throw it away. And somehow avoided a sack. And was able to toss it away. But it's going to be 3rd and 9. And now Lane Johnson the 5-time Pro Bowler, is slow to get up, and he is going to be attended to by these Eagles physicians, and now he's going to walk slowly off the field under his own power.
Well, Nick Herbig just had him in fits, giving him a pass rush around the corner and chasing Jalen Hurts all over the place. I mean, Nick Herbig, he's surprising. He's really amazing in what he's capable of doing.
So Fred Johnson will come in. He will man the left tackle position on a 3rd and 9 with 37 seconds. I beg your pardon, right tackle, of course, for that's where Lane Johnson plays. 37 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 20-13, the Eagles lead here. So the Steelers looking for some sort of stop here. Hold them to 3. They've only run 4 plays, and of course they had the turnover. The Eagles, this will be their 23rd play that they've run in this half compared to just 4 for the Steelers. Critical 3rd down. The Eagles are 5 for 10 on 3rd down. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 15-yard line. Marked on the left hash. Hurts brings Dotson in motion right to left. Hurts gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Will throw out to the flat. This is Gainwell. Gainwell slips through 2 would-be tacklers. Gets inside the 5 and lunges forward down to the 1-yard line. Another big 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard pickup on this one. And the Eagles will have 1st and goal from the 1.
Oh, my goodness. Again, another game of cat and mouse there with A-gap penetrators lining up, then jumping out to coverage and not being able to bring them down.
Well, it is time to make the switch to the 4th quarter. Wolf brought to you by Northwest Bank. Score rates up to 4.5% APY. A new certificates of deposit. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next. With the score, the Eagles 20, the Steelers 13. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next one to go off to college someday, thanks to smart college savings plans. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. Even the next thing you can't go without, like savings accounts with even more competitive rates. So whatever's next for you, we'll help you get there. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score fully verified Steelers tickets. And even if your plans get broken up, or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
For the last 47 years in a row, Ford F-Series have been America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move trailers, wood piles, and snowdrifts, work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The start of the 4th quarter is brought to you by Hyde Park. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for voting Hyde Park best steak in the city. Opening play here in the 4th quarter. The ball is marked inside the 2-yard line. The Eagles moving right to left in front of us. They're enjoying a 20-13 lead. A couple of clutch 3rd down conversions for the Eagles to keep this long drive alive. They ran 23 plays in the 3rd quarter to just 4 for the Steelers. And now setting up the tush-push formation. Hurts gets the snap, lunges forward, and is pushed and shoved. And they're going to call him just short. They call him down at about the 6-inch line.
Well, you got to credit the guys who are face down in the turf underneath the big beef eaters coming over in the green shirts. And that's, of course, the Steelers' defensive line, who were able to submarine enough. Boy, it sure looked like he got over, though, from the overhead cam. Well, regardless.
Yep.
You know, that's a good job of taking out the legs of the offensive lineman, because that creates a stack.
They're going to try it again.
All right. Yep.
Hurts under center. Gets a snap. Gets the help from behind. And gets into the end zone. Well, yep, there is finally the official signal. Touchdown for the Eagles. And following the fumble, the Eagles march down the field and they convert with a touchdown at the 14-14 mark to take a 2-touchdown lead.
That's almost unstoppable, especially with that Jurassic Park offensive line with such huge bodies. Mass, when they get butt to butt to butt like that, that's just a wall of flesh coming at you. And even though you get underneath to try to take out the legs, if you're doing it right as an offensive lineman, you turn the heads, because if you turn the head of the defensive lineman, the body will follow, and then you get a little crack. But there's no crack there. That's just about pile driving the people straight back.
13 plays, 74-yard drive, took 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Here's Elliott on to try the extra point. That kick is up, and that kick is good. And with 14-17 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and with the score, the Eagles 27, the Steelers 13. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Wolf here for Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new Pro Football Special. A delicious 2-topping tavern-style pizza for just $22. Perfect for game days with a thin, crispy crust and top-notch ingredients. Try Caliente's new Pro Football Special Tavern Pie today. Caliente, the pizza of champions.
Hey Pittsburgh, there's never been a better time to buy than right now during our Red Tag sales event. Hi, this is Tim Calusi with Calusi Chevrolet.
And I'm Megan Calusi. Right now, qualified buyers can save over $7,800 on select Silverado pickups in stock. Must qualify.
And you can buy and service with confidence at Calusi Chevrolet, knowing we've been serving customers for 106 years.
Visit us online at Calusi.com. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Pittsburgh fans, it's time to deck the halls and your backyard with a deck worthy of a tailgate. Schley Deck and Fence is offering a winter black and gold installation special. Book now and score 20% off. That's 20% off big decks, 20% off small decks, 20% off all decks. But hurry, it must be installed by January 15th. Visit their showroom in Carnegie or online at SchleyDeckCompany.com. Don't fumble, call today. Schley Deck and Fence, simple, affordable, reliable.
If you're facing a plumbing emergency, the pros at Mr. Rooter can handle any job, no matter the size, with upfront pricing and no overtime charges. They can also finance any job, big or small, and have the best warranty in the industry. Call today and mention my name, Chad Tyson, for 10% off your service. Holiday season is in full swing at Keystone Shooting Center. Give the gift of membership this year. Standard memberships are just $39.99 a month, and Keystone Shooting offers 24 climate-controlled lanes and over 90 different rental guns with expert supervision. Classes and private lessons are also available for shooters of all experience levels. Learn to shoot in a class or one-on-one setting from the area's most skilled and experienced instructors, or check out the unbelievable selection and prices in the Firearms Superstore. Keystone Shooting Center, open 7 days a week and conveniently located off the I-79 interchange in Cranberry.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
When the game ends, the analysis just gets started. Randy Bauman and the DVE Morning Show bring you the best coverage all week that takes you to the next game on your Steelers flagship. WDVE Pittsburgh.
Stay tuned after the game for the Mike Tomlin post-game press conference, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. There have been 30 plays run in the second half. 26 of them have been run by the Eagles. A 13-yard drive that resulted in a field goal, a 13-yard drive that resulted in a touchdown, and now the ball over the head of Cordero Patterson and through the end zone as we head downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
Guys, you talk about it just being a very quick and long quarter. for the Steelers defense offensively. 4 plays, and that's about it in this third. They've got to get some momentum and also give the defense a break. They've been out there for a while, so hopefully they can put something together here and get back in this game. This game's still not out of touch, a 2-score game if the Steelers can get some rhythm going. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Max, thank you very much. They had some rhythm going on that last drive with the fumble on the pitch to Najee Harris, and now Russell Wilson will go empty set. The motion, Cordero Patterson back. 4 receivers to the right. Slant to the left, and it is complete to Calvin Austin. And Austin will slide down to the 40-yard line and pick up a first down for the Steelers.
That's nice. Just a slant route to the inside there. And Calvin Austin with that speed. And nice timing by Russ with the windows closing in that route. And he was able to hum that thing in there. And way to go low. Calvin Austin picking that thing off the grass almost.
Steelers break the huddle. Cordero Patterson is the lone setback behind quarterback Russ Wilson, who's under center, by the way. Fields ruled out of this game with an injury. Quick throw out to the right to Austin. Austin makes the catch. Darius Slay comes up and makes a stop. Remember, Slay was injured earlier in the game. It's going to be a pickup of about 6, the 5th reception in this game for Calvin Austin.
Well, that's a nice one-on-one matchup. Calvin Austin against Darius Slay. A lot of room out there, but Slay again showing his capabilities along with Gardner Johnson coming over the top and getting on the hit.
2nd and 4. Wilson under center. Patterson remains the lone setback. Wilson gets the snap, turns, gives to Patterson. Patterson off left guard, barrels forward, crosses midfield, and picks up first down yardage down to the 49 of the Eagles.
Oh, good job of Patterson just bowling his way through there. I mean, to look at that, that was a nice job of just keeping the legs going. And I got to tell you, Mason McCormick, what a great job of grounding and pounding Nakobe Dean into the ground. Beautiful job.
Steelers break the huddle with 12:43 and counting remaining here in this 4th quarter. They need a couple of touchdowns, finding themselves down 27-13. I formation. Hayward is the fullback. Patterson is deep in the I. Wilson under center. Gets the snap, turns, pitches to Patterson off the right side, finds a little bit of a hole, gets to the edge, and now dances as a flag comes flying in late. And Calvin Austin is motioning that this should be against the Eagles, but let's see if that's going to be something the officials concur with. They're now conferring at the 43-yard line of the Eagles.
I don't know. The official threw it twice. Yeah, I would just.
Well, let's see what the call is going to be.
Personal foul, tripping, number 54, offense. 15-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Wow, that came from the back judge 30 yards away.
Yeah.
On this play. And Zach Frazier got a little leg whip on.
I got to tell you something, that was really weak. I could understand if you lift the leg up and you swing it, but he just threw at the guy's legs, went to chop him, and there was I didn't see any leg being swung like, if you were trying to just take his legs out.
Boy, 1st and 25, all the way back to the Steelers' own 40-yard line. They have to get to the 39-yard line of the Eagles to pick up a first down. Wilson back, looking, fires, deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, intended for Freiermuth, who was running a little slant on the right side of the field. Actually, it was a 2nd and 21, so it's 21 yards, not 25 yards, but 21 yards here following that spot foul penalty on Zach Frazier.
Well, Jalen Carter got his big mid up there and was able to get the hand on the ball and just knock it away. That was loaded for bear for Freiermuth.
Well, the Steelers trying to dig themselves out of their own mistakes. A fumble and now a costly penalty. 2nd and 21. Back at their own 40-yard line. Wilson gets the snap. Eagles bringing pressure. Throw out to the left flat. Cordero Patterson makes a move. Bond grabs him around the ankle, steps out of that, but just going to be brought down for a loss on the play back at the 38-yard line in the left flat. Bond got there first, then got some help.
He had a deep drop by the secondary, so you got Cordero out in the flat. And had he been able to shake and bake Bond out of his shoes and get a free release, he might have gained some nice yardage there. But Bond was able to hang on until the supporting cast, the posse from the Eagles, were able to show up.
3rd and 22. Mike Williams split out to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Empty set here for Wilson. Gets the snap. Eagles bring 4. Throw over the middle of the field. It is complete to the 45-yard line of the Eagles, and that is Mike Williams. It's a pickup of 15, and it's going to be 4th and 7, and the Steelers will send out the punting unit.
Now, is that the first we've heard from Mike Williams tonight?
First catch
target.
he's made, yes.
My goodness. It was a big catch, but boy, we'd like to see more targets there.
So 4th and 7 from the 46-yard line. Waitman will try to pin the Eagles deep. Gets the snap. Left-footed boot, end over end. Short kick, angling toward the near side of the field. Bounces at the 13. There's a flag on the play. It's going to roll forward and be downed at the 6-yard line. And this flag right at the line of scrimmage. So again, let's see what the call is going to be following this 40-yard punt.
That was a nice punt. Waitman did a nice job of getting that. Well, you remember Hillgrove giving the old voodoo punt.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 98 defense. 15-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
Wow, so the Steelers will retain the ball. They get a fresh set of downs after the penalty on Carter.
Wow. He went, you talk about getting a little frosty there. He smacked Connor Hayward right in the grill.
Wow.
Well, they went punt safe, which keeps your defense out there in the event of a fake punt. But I got to tell you.
Well, we're going to take a break. The Steelers are going to have the ball back. They trail 27-13, 10:29 remaining in the fourth quarter, but they have some life now from Lincoln Financial Field. 27-13 the score here for the Eagles. We'll be back right after this.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
All right, what's the best way to bank? At FNB, we think it's best left up to you. It's an approach we call clicks to bricks, and it means an unbeatable experience no matter how you bank. Whether you want friendly, in-person guidance at your local branch, convenient access to video ATMs across the region, or a cutting-edge app on your phone, the choice is yours. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. FNB member FDIC.
The Gridiron isn't the only place where Steelers fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go too. Ready-to-eat prepared foods. Everyday value from our family of brands. A fresh selection that thrills every foodie. Fuel savings and made-to-order favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hi, it's Tall Kathy. If you're disabled and can't work, your Social Security disability benefits are vital for your future and well-being. Burger & Green understands just how crucial these benefits are. Since 1984, this dedicated team has helped thousands of individuals secure the benefits they need. With decades of experience, they navigate the complexities of the system and guide clients through every step. Don't wait. Start your claim today. Call Burger & Green, the injury and disability lawyers at 1-800-999-2626.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Back at Lincoln Financial Field, Alan Eck got his officiating crew together, and they decided that the penalty happened after the change of possession, and so it's half the distance to a goal line. So instead of a 15-yard pickup and a first down for the Steelers, it's a 3-yard penalty that has the Eagles back at their own 3-yard line in possession of the ball at the 10:29 mark. So obviously a crucial designation that happened after Waitman had booted the ball away.
Well, it was a very unfortunate turn of events there, that's for sure.
There have been a few of them here in this second half. Hurts standing in the end zone, waiting his snap in the shotgun formation. He has Barkley to his left. Calling out the signals, and now movement by A.J. Brown. Joey Porter said, let's get the flag going out here for crying out loud. He looked at the official, and the official reached in and
start. Number 11, offense. Half the distance to the goal.
And made that call.
Well, yeah. Well, we had a whole, 1 yard or half a yard?
Well, it's back to the yard and the half-yard line, so it'll be, they're officially calling it first and 11 and a half. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the right. Gets the snap, wants to throw it. Back to pass, looking, throws along the sideline, and great coverage by Joey Porter as he threw it left to A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It'll be second and 11 and a half.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Joey Porter. I mean, he didn't even get turned around. Didn't have to. A.J. Brown couldn't get over top of him. And that was just a back shoulder throw. They tried to loft out there, and nothing happened on it. Good coverage by Joey.
4 seconds elapsed, 10:25 remaining. Shotgun formation once again for Hurts with Barkley to his left. Gets the snap and will give to Barkley up the middle of the field. Tracked down from behind by Highsmith. He picks up about 5 yards out close to the 7-yard line, and it's going to be third and about 5 or 6 yards from there.
A little too much there, but nice job by Highsmith crashing from the backside, squeezing his run fit, and doing a good job of wrapping up and bringing the man down.
They mark it short of the 7. It is 3rd and 6. The Steelers defense desperately needs a stop. The Eagles on that last drive converted a couple of third downs, and now 9:50 remaining. Hurts has emptied the backfield. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Throws left on the slant. It's complete to A.J. Brown, and Brown still on his feet. Crosses the 25 out to the 28-yard line. First down Eagles on another third down conversion. They pick up 21 yards.
Well, Joey jammed him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to rebound off and be able to, because he's such a physical player, A.J. Brown, and he went a little outside gig and then to the inside. Was able to get inside position on Joey, and that made it for an easy strike by Jalen Hurts.
7th play of 20 or more yards for this Eagles offense today. Now some breathing room, and the clock becoming a larger and larger factor. Under 9:10 remaining as Smith moves in motion left to right. Handoff left side to Barkley. Barkley off left guard is stood up as a helmet comes flying. And that helmet belonged to Dean Lowry. A pickup of about 4 yards out to the 32-yard line.
Well, as long as his head wasn't attached to the helmet. It all ends well, but you hate to see those helmets come loose during the play.
Yep, Keanu Benton made the stop, and that helmet came barreling out of there. It was knocked off by Benton.
That's all you need, a little friendly fire.
Yeah. Ball at the 32-yard line. Eagles kind of slowly moving up into position. 6 on the play clock. Hurts in the shotgun. Moves Smith in motion to the right. Play action pass. Hurts looking. Now Hurts wants to run. Hurts stutter step, and now we'll try to throw it out to Barkley. He does basketball style. Barkley makes a couple men miss. Dives across the 35 out to the 36. And so just an improvisational play picks up 4 yards for the Eagles.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's like watching the Globetrotters playing. I mean, he's going down the line of scrimmage, faking here, faking there. Then, I see Saquon over there. I'm going to pitch the ball to him. That could have busted big. It's a good thing guys maintained their positions defensively speaking.
And now another third down. Ball at the 35-yard line. 3rd and a long 2. Hurts in the pistol formation. Gets the snap, turns, gives to Barkley off the left side. Barkley finds some room, crashes into DeMonte KZ, and picks up the first down at the 43-yard line. And KZ looks like he's in some pain, kind of holding that left arm limp to his side, says he's okay, pats Barkley on the backside and trots back to the Steelers' defensive huddle. Another third down conversion by the Eagles, who just continue to go on long, time-draining, and productive drives.
Well, this is really where the rubber meets the road. I mean, right now, they're maintaining that time of possession and grinding it through the Steelers' defense, and they've got to find some way of being able to stop this advance by the Eagles. But again, it comes down to that offensive line, Kinger. That line is doing an excellent job, unfortunately, for the Eagles.
As you talked about in the pregame show, and Hurts wants the MVP chance for Barkley to die down as he takes his stance in the pistol formation. Gets a snap and will turn and give to Barkley. Barkley lost his footing, wanted to cut back, and instead is going to lose 3 yards, maybe 4 yards back to the 39-yard line.
Well, Saquon, that was such acceleration, and then trying to stop, he over-griptionated himself. That gription just ran out, as Keith Willis used to say back in the day. Fortunately for the Steelers, that's a good way for that play to end.
A loss of 4 yards back to the 39-yard line. 6:35 and counting remaining here as the Eagles break the huddle with 12 on the play clock. In no hurry here at all. Hurts has Barkley to his left in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left. Now Brown motions left to right. Snap. Hurts back, looking left, has time, throws over the middle of the field, has a man wide open, that's Devontae Smith, and Smith into Steelers territory, and finally tracked down at the 39-yard line, a gain of 22, and another first down for the Eagles.
When you give Jalen Hurts that much time, he's going to find somebody, and he found Devontae Smith open, right in that hole in the middle of cover 2 defense. That's a shame, Hurts just sitting there waiting on his man being able to drop in there.
Hurts is 23 of 29 for 259 yards in this game for the Eagles. Linus gets to the line of scrimmage in the pistol formation, has Barkley behind him. Gets the snap, turns, gives to Barkley. Barkley starting left, and Minkah Fitzpatrick races up and drops him for a loss back at the 43-yard line. Here are the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. ClearviewFCU.org. Now, the Steelers got some good news earlier today. The Texans defeated the Dolphins. So, with a Colts loss at the Broncos, the Steelers would be in the playoffs. So, right now, Arizona leading New England 30-17. Detroit trails Buffalo 38-21. I'm getting to the big score. Tampa Bay over LA 37-17, and Denver in the fourth quarter leading the Colts 24-13. If they hang on, the Steelers will be in the playoffs. 10th play of the drive. Hurts back to pass, looking, throws over the middle of the field, knocked down. It was batted, I believe it was Wilson, and now, oh my, TJ Watt is sprawled out at the 41-yard line of the Eagles, and he is holding on to his left ankle. And he looks to be in considerable discomfort as the Steelers training staff comes out to tend to start TJ Watt laying on his back in Eagles territory. His teammates around him have taken a knee, looking at TJ Watt prone on the field here at Lincoln Financial Field. From Lincoln Financial Field, Steelers football continues with a score: the Eagles 27, the Steelers 13.
Shopping for a new or certified pre-owned car? Think South. South Hills Kia on Route 19 in Peters Township has your deal. Brand new 2024 Kia Telluride LX all-wheel drive as low as $340 for 24 months with $39.99 to its signing. 2025 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive for $215 a month for 24 months with $399 to its signing. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles per year. Expires January 2nd, 2025. Visit southhillskia.net for details.
It's the National Month of Giving, and here's how S&T Bank is making an exciting difference. This month, you can enter S&T Bank's You Give, We Give Instagram sweepstakes for a chance to win $500 for yourself plus $500 for your preferred charity. Just post a photo or video on Instagram with your generous act and tag @ST Bank Official with hashtag You Give, We Give. For complete sweepstakes rules, visit stbank.com/YouGiveWeGive. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
Planting a tree, putting in a new sprinkler system, digging a trench, no matter the project. If it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law, and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in to check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at CGRWholesaleRoofing.com.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
4:46 remaining, fourth quarter. Good news for the Steelers. Apparently, T.J. Watt was able to get up and get off the field under his own power. Wolf, that was a tense moment. We still don't have any official diagnosis of what happened to T.J. Watt. Looked like he was holding his left foot, maybe his left ankle. The ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 13 for the Eagles, who were up 27-13. They already have over 35 minutes time of possession. They have a 13-play drive that resulted in a field goal this half, another 13-play drive that resulted in a touchdown, and are now about to run the 11th play on this current drive that began with the ball at their own 3-yard line. So the Eagles have just been controlling the clock here in the second half. Hurts in the shotgun formation. Clock is stopped at the 4:46 mark on this 3rd and 13. The ball at the 43 of the Steelers. Hurts extends the hands, looking for the snap. Gets it. Back to pass. Looking. Fires left. Complete. Smith. First down. And across the 30, it appeared, well, maybe about a half-yard short. And they're going to mark him, I believe, just short. It's going to be 4th down here and inches for the Eagles, who are going to hustle to the line of scrimmage and presumably run
the brotherly shove.
Hurts waits for the ball to be spotted, gets under center. Waiting for the snap, has the right foot pushed back, going hard count here. And now the Eagles will call a timeout, their first of 3, at the 4:02 mark. And we'll see whether they're going to elect to go for it or perhaps try to kick a field goal and get a 3-score advantage on the Steelers. We'll let you know when we resume with a score. The Eagles 27, the Steelers 13. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of two-a-days, dedication, comeback wins, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Looking for the perfect gift this holiday season? Gift the Steelhouse Collection. Meet us at the Steelhouse Mobile Hub on December 21st from 1 to 3 p.m. at the South Fayette Giant Eagle in Washington Pike in Bridgeville for the next Steelhouse Saturday. Be one of the first 100 fans to spend $100 on your favorite Steelhouse products from Boyd & Blair, Hidden Still Spirits, and Noir Distillery, and take home a limited edition rocks glass while supplies last. Visit Steelers.com/Steelhouse for more details.
Think you have what it takes to be a part of a passionate team in a thriving industry? 84 Lumber is immediately hiring for a variety of full-time positions at its southwestern PA locations. 84 Lumber knows their successes come from their people. They prioritize growth by making it easy to pave your own path within the company. They are proud to promote nearly 100% from within and help you create a career that you are proud of. Take the first step to building the career of your dreams by visiting 84lumber.com/careers to apply today.
Just like coaches and players take a timeout to call the winning play, you must take a timeout and call 811 before you dig deep on your home or business projects. Building a deck? Call 811. Digging for a new pool or fence? Call 811. Stay safe and avoid costly mistakes. This important message is from Peoples Natural Gas, an essential utilities company. For more information, visit peoples-gas.com/safety.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
4:04 remaining, fourth quarter, Lincoln Financial Field. The Eagles up 27-13. They are facing a 4th and 1. They just used their first of 3 timeouts. Bradley Cooper stood up, and now he's cheering, and everybody's up, swirling around in happy times here with the green-clad Eagles fans and the green-clad Eagles out on the field, and the Steelers one more big opportunity here, trying to stop the almost unstoppable brotherly shove from just inside the 30-yard line. Hurts under center. Gets the snap. Moves forward, is being stood up, and this is going to be close. It looks like at first blush that he's got just enough. Yep, and they're motioning the change forward, and that'll be a first down for the Eagles, and another long drive continues on for Philadelphia.
Well, the brotherly shove is like the tank assault of the NFL. You know, I mean, it's just like being in the pocket behind all those big butts and then driving forward, and it's virtually unstoppable.
So under 3.5 minutes remaining here, the Eagles have the first down. Hurts is in the shotgun formation. I beg your pardon, the pistol formation. Now it's a shotgun as Barkley moves to his left. 13th play of this drive. Barkley gets the handoff. Cuts to the right, and now a flag comes down behind the play. So starts out to the right, cuts back. And at the 3:15 mark, looks like we're going to have a penalty against the Eagles.
Holding, number 68, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Let's go downstairs to Missy Matthews for an update on T.J. Watt. Missy.
Well, guys, he's dealing with an ankle injury. His return to the game is questionable. He went into the blue tent, and they taped up his left ankle when he came out. He was wincing a little bit. Right now, he's walking down the Steelers' locker room with some of the team doctors. It looks like he's heading to the locker room. I'll keep you posted.
Missy, thank you very much. The ball is marched back after that holding penalty, close to the 39-yard line, just inside the 39-yard line of the Steelers. And the clock is stopped at the 3:15 mark. It is a 1st and 20 for Hurts, who has Barkley in the pistol formation. Hurts gets the snap, will give to Barkley. Barkley tracked down from the backside by Highsmith, and the Steelers will use the first of their 3 timeouts at the 3:11 mark.
A nice job by Alex Highsmith crashing from behind, but the concerning word is the fact that T.J. Watt is headed to the locker room, and you certainly, oh man, he's in the locker room. And the thought that, you know, he could miss any time would be, so that's just, I can't even conceive it.
Right.
You know?
And again, you hope here, as the Eagles have another injury, is Mekhi Becton, their starting right guard. Their offensive line has been dinged up throughout the course of this game. He is walking gingerly off the field after the Steelers timeout. And, you know, obviously a short week with the big game coming up against the Ravens, Wolf, on Saturday in Baltimore.
Oh, and Becton got rolled up from behind on this Highsmith tackle. And that is one large human being that he rolled up on. Those hurt, man, I got to tell you. You know, having played for a number of years in situations like that, and you get your ankles rolled up, and it hurts like crazy.
So 2nd and 20, the ball at the 38-yard line of the Steelers. 3:11 remains, and it is a 27-13 Eagles lead. Steelers have 2 timeouts remaining. Looking for a stop, looking to stop the Eagles from scoring any points on this drive. And see if they can pull off a miracle here in Philadelphia. Hurts back to pass, throws, and it is complete to A.J. Brown, and Brown being chased by Pierre, and Brown stays in bounds, lost the ball. It is still loose. Wait a minute now. The Steelers, Pierre says he's got the Steelers had the ball. Nope, the officials are saying, nope, keep winding the clock, and the Eagles have, in fact, recovered this football.
Well, Brown is...
Yep, and they're...
Yeah, it looks like A.J. Brown is hurt, too.
They say Devontae Smith has the ball, although coming off the bottom of the pile is Joey Porter Jr. with the football, but they're going to say this is Eagles ball, and now A.J. Brown is limping off the field, as you said, Wolf.
It was. And that looked like a fumble to me.
It was definitely a fumble. The question is who had it, and they ruled that Smith had it. So Pierre drags down Brown, and then the battle for the ball. So 2:48 remains. The Steelers have 1 timeout remaining. 9th play of 20 or more yards for the Eagles, who have really been a powerhouse here offensively. We talked about how great their defense was. We talked about their offense at the head of things, but they came out throwing the ball more than we expected, or perhaps others might have expected. Barkley hasn't been quite as big a factor as he's normally been. It's really been through the air.
Well, you can see where it looks like A.J. Brown got his ankle rolled up. James Pierre tackling him. And
it says the ball carrier was out of bounds with the ball at the 19-yard line, short of the line to gain. It's 3rd down. However, since he was out of bounds, Pittsburgh will be given their timeout back.
Okay, so replay assist.
Here we go.
As the clock set at 2:48. Well, let's see if they're going to change it here. Brown, 8 receptions, 111 yards. Smith, 11 receptions, 109. We getting another announcement here? Okay, that's it. It's enough announcements from Alan Eck. So they're going to move the clock back to 3:04 now. 3rd and 1 with the ball at the 19-yard line.
Well, A.J. Brown has been a real pain in the keister of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. That guy is, a couple of years ago, had when the Eagles in 2022 had 3 big catches. He had another big game there. Very difficult human being to stop.
And now the Eagles will hustle on out there. Well, actually, Jalen Hurts is kind of sauntering to the huddle. The rest of his team out in the huddle as the officials will signal that play can begin again with the clock stopped at the 3:04 mark. Hurts 25 of 32, 290 yards and 2 touchdowns, 11 rush for 45 yards. Also has a touchdown there, and is set up for the tush push and drives forward, and he's going to pick up the first down at about the 18-yard line of the Steelers. And so the Steelers still have their 2 timeouts remaining, and it looks like they're going to use one here at the 3-minute mark.
Second charge timeout, Pittsburgh. 30-second timeout.
So the good news here is that the Steelers come into this game, they're dinged up. Hopefully T.J. Watt's going to be okay.
Right.
But right now, Denver is taking it to the Colts, and they have a big lead in that game. And there were 2 scenarios for the Steelers: win and you're in, or get a little bit of help. And it looks like they're going to get a little help. The Texans won over the Dolphins, and the Colts right now being blown out by the Broncos. So if that score
Number
holds up,
74 is reported as eligible.
The Steelers will be in the playoffs.
Well, you know what? It's still a ways away. You know, and the focal point right now is this gauntlet that you've got that's really a cheese grater of a run. You know what I mean? You're going to, like I said, the problem with this series is you're going to lose some flesh here. And we've seen some of the after effects of it already tonight.
Hurts in the shotgun will give to Gainwell off the right side. Gainwell is wrapped up. A pickup of about a yard. Steelers going to use a timeout as Patrick Queen makes a stop. And I know what you're saying. I will say this, though. You know, you come into this season, and a lot of people thought the Steelers were going to regress for some reason that I think mystified you and I a little bit. Instead, it's a 10-win team now with 3 more regular season games still to be played, and you're in the playoffs. That's something. I know what we're looking at here in the field, the Lincoln Financial Field, the field here in Philadelphia. This isn't what we wanted to see. But it is, hey, listen, you're going to the playoffs, and now you're facing a huge game next week against the Ravens in Baltimore.
Exactly so, and that's going to be another physical contest. There's no doubt about that. And do so, I believe, it's Saturday game, is it not?
Saturday game.
Yes, so it's a shortened week.
17th play of this drive, 7.5 minutes.
My goodness. Wow. Yeah.
3 drives for the Steelers this half, and this will be the 43rd play of the half for the Eagles. Give the game ball. Starts right, cuts back to the left, cuts back to the right again, crosses the 10. He's going to be tackled just inside the 10-yard line. And the clock will continue to roll. Steelers are out of timeouts. The Eagles will have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, that was just a zone read, and got a nice cutback by Gainwell, and was able to shake some people at the line of scrimmage there and gain some positive yardage. It was it Minka, I believe, was tackled him at the end there. Pat Queen in on the hit.
Yep. And spot the ball right at the 10-yard line, a 3rd and 2. Hurts once again in the shotgun with Gainwell behind him. Gets a snap, gives to Gainwell. Gainwell off the left side, and Gainwell going to be close to first down yardage. And did he get it? It looks like he may have. This is going to be extremely close as we approach the 2-minute warning and hit the 2-minute warning, and we will sort it out for you when we return. It is time for the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and value to Steelers Nation. Visit your neighborhood store or order online with curbside pickup and delivery. With the score, the Eagles 27, the Steelers 13. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The gridiron isn't the only place where Steelers fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go too. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands. A fresh selection that thrills every foodie. Fuel savings and made-to-order favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You want the best. UPMC Health Plan is ranked number 1 in member satisfaction among commercial plans in Pennsylvania by J.D. Power. With UPMC Health Plan, you get access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, local community care, and a national network for travel outside the UPMC service area, plus 24/7 access to virtual urgent care services through UPMC Anywhere Care. When you're given a choice for health insurance, choose the best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Brian Patton & Associates is an insurance and benefits enrollment firm with over 20 years of expertise. Like the 6-time world champions, we're proudly rooted right here in Western Pennsylvania and have a national footprint of over 2,000 clients. We'll manage your company's employee benefits, implement workplace solutions, and help you create a winning culture, all while delivering stellar customer service. Visit BrianPattonAssociates.com to learn more about how we can help you. At BPA, it's all about the benefits.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of two-a-days, dedication, comeback wins, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Eagles 27, Steelers 13 coming out of the 2-minute warning. And guys, it's been hard watching the Steelers offense here on the sideline, spending a lot of time trying to stay warm on the heated bench in front of the heaters, thinking, can we finally get back out there and try to do something? And for Isaac Seumalo, watching the team that drafted him in the 3rd round, 2016, spent 7 seasons here, said Lane Johnson, Jason Peters, Jason Kelsey, all good friends on and off the field, said mixed emotions, but he was hoping to come out of this place victorious. It does not look like that will happen. Rob, upstairs to you.
Yeah, it won't, because they ruled out a first down just before we went to the break, very close to first down yardage. It was a first down, so the Eagles merely had to kneel down a couple of times. They've knelt down once. They will kneel down 2 more times, and that will be the game. And the Eagles really statistically, Wolf, dominated this game. 402 yards to 163. The Steelers won the turnover battle, couldn't do anything with those early turnovers, and they're going to drop to 10-4 in the season. The Eagles will improve to 11-2 with a 10-game winning streak. The Eagles will run out the last 10 minutes and 29 seconds of the game with this drive. Some long, long drives, almost doubling the Steelers up in time of possession in this game.
It's unbelievable. Yes, indeed. And that's exactly what time of possession does. You know, you talk about the fact, the 21st play of this drive right here, and I believe they had another 20-play drive.
Well, they're going to wait, and he just needs to wait a couple more seconds here, and they only have to snap it one more time. And he does get the snap at 40 seconds, takes the knee, and that is going to do it. Each team is leaving their respective sidelines to meet in the middle of the field, and the Eagles come away with a very convincing 27-13 victory over the Steelers. That is the final score, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned for Steelers' first reaction and the Mike Tomlin post-game press conference. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2024. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Always